Shalom. The real Hebrew Israelites come to you week in and week out, prophesying the return of the Most High and His heavenly Son. First and foremost, we're going to see all praises, honor, glory to Yahweh. Devil honest apostles out in New York, Great Millstone with GMS. Planet shine and truth and sincerity. Right? And no further ado, we're going to jump straight into it. I'm to the phone with his brother in 1 second because he has something he's going to read off with in the spirit. Just, right when we was getting ready to start, right here we've got the, streets and the traffic, and the light was red, and with the turning lane almost open, but the car was blocking this female trying to get to the turning lane. And she blew the horn, he didn't respond. She blew the horn again, he didn't respond. She started laying on the horn, he didn't respond. So by the time the lights changed, they move up, she goes around, cuts in front of him, stops the car, and just like, in her retaliation and shit, like that's gonna do something. And then the time that we're about to live in, that woman will be pulled out of her car and killed. All right? We're about to enter, this is a cautionary tale to start off. Get out of your flesh. Get out of your ego.
All right.
Get out of your goddamn it, I need to get my lick back.
That's right.
How about Shemi Shai is going to get our lick back? Be humble. We're about to enter into some crazy times. All right? And that was just indicative how that she do that to the wrong motherfucker. He gonna get start light up the car. It's done. For what? Was it that serious that you couldn't get him to move up 10 inches so you can get to the turning lane so you can make a fucking turn? And if you know time and travel, if we're coming from south side to downtown, all right, and say it was 10 miles. If this brother drove at 70 miles an hour and I drove at 60 miles an hour, how fast is he going to beat me? Excuse me? It would be within less than 1 or 2 minutes. Yeah, it would be less than 1 or 2 minutes. Not within. In order to get 10 minutes time, he would have started right there, and I got to start 10 minutes away. Maybe 8 minutes away going in the forward speed. That's how Jake is so impatient. Jake is just so, everybody's on edge. The situation is ripe for destruction. That's why the hopeful righteous elect, we have to keep our spirits in check. Now you want to be, yourself and vent and, throw your temper tantrum. The scripture says, righteous complain continually. All right? So do it to the Lord. Do it to the brother. Man, I'm excited, motherfucker. This motherfucker excited. Beat them up, fuck them up. I hate that motherfucker. Do it to the brother so he can sign cry with you. But leave these motherfuckers alone. All right? Right, brother.
Sirach chapter 28 and verse 10. It says, as a matter of the fire is, so it burneth, and as a man's strength is, so is his wrath. And according to his riches, his anger riseth, and the stronger they are which contend, the more they will be inflamed. It says, verse 11, in hasty contention kindleth a fire, and a hasty shed of blood. And then the elder just went into how these people are impatient, man. And 2 Timothy the 3rd chapter, speaking about how the people are going to be petty. I went into that word, it meant rash. Not thinking before they do so, man. And hey, we just experienced that right here, man. That's why the scripture said,
make not haste in the time of trouble. All right, so that means when you see, I get angry too, and I ain't gonna act like brothers who know me, they know me. I got a land foot, probably land foot, all right. But and if somebody do something, I usually get up. I usually try to go fast and get out of the jam. But if I have to, I'll slow down and go.
And that no elder coming across Halsted, instead of being at the light and ready to make that left as the arrow came, I happened to be back some. So as I was coming forward, hit the brakes just in time, because he come missing, ain't seen nothing but a red light, but still coming anyway. And shot through, and my brother was just like, man, you've been up a little more, you've been out there, and I'd have been in his lap.
See, that's why we follow the little preamble was started, because the energy that was happening was getting ready to start. We was actually coming from one laughing vibration to a stupid, dumbass bitch vibration. You know what I'm saying? So just keep your spirits intact, because it's gonna be crazy right now. But go ahead, brother, something.
piece by piece, let those not fall upon them.
Exactly, all right? And that bloody city is talking about America, okay?
Right.
All right, and this place is full of scum, man. It's that pot that's full of scum. The Lord said, take it basically out bit by bit. That's what the Lord is doing right now, okay? Very soon, in the next, coming weeks, months, hey, we're about to enter into a new phase, man, okay? Hey, you got the central bank, CBDC, all right? That's going to come into effect in December, all right? That's going to start eliminating cash, and they've already been eliminating cash, but it's going to speed it up, man. It's going to speed up the process, okay? And we all know that's going to push the era of Paragma, the Revelation 13 and 16, okay? All right? And you got, starting July 1st, we all know about this, the purge laws, or it's like January 1st, all right? 2023, you got the purge laws that are going to come into effect. So that's going to, get the Safety Act, all right? That's the actual and literal law of it, okay? But they're calling it the purge laws too, man, because hey, people who are doing violent crimes are going to be let go basically without cash bail, all right? A lot of shit's happening. Hey, you got World War III building up right now, man. That's going to change your life. Gas is going to skyrocket, which that means food is going to skyrocket. The cost of living is going to skyrocket. Okay? Hey, the dollar is dwindling. It's fading away. So a lot of shit's happening. So women like that, man, that just bypass, that impatient spirit, all right, that think they're fucking tough when they're really not.
Right.
Hey, they're going to get stomped the fuck out in the streets, man. All right? They're going to be made an example. And a lot of you women are going to see that shit, and you're going to start becoming females again. You're going to be quiet, and you're not going to be talking shit.
This is Ezekiel 12 and verse 26. It says, again the word of the Lord came unto me, saying, Son of man, behold, they of the house of Israel say, the vision that he seeth is for many days to come, and he prophesied of the times that are far off. Verse 28, therefore say unto them, thus saith Yahweh power, there shall none of my words be prolonged anymore, but the word which I have spoken shall be done, saith Yahweh power, man. And that we see how the Heavenly Father is causing all these things to happen, also so that his prophecies can take place. Revelation the 13th chapter, all these banks going digital, man. I had to get a new bank card. I had to order a new bank card a few weeks ago. And every time I put it in there to put the chip in there, the shit doesn't work. So they say just tap it, man.
Yeah.
It's getting more accustomed to just tapping stuff, man. The elder was going in on the judgment to these women and so forth. All this week, it's been nothing but in New York. You had a woman that got found in a suitcase. Supposedly her boyfriend did it. Her bro posted a video of a woman saying a dude was just basically harassing her. He tried to hop down on her, but he told her like, look, all right, whoop your ass or something, man. And she was like, I need to get up out of here before January 1st, man. So what's the Spirit saying unto the churches, man? These things is going to take place.
Yeah, and the scriptures say evils are going to grow, all right? It's going to get real bad out here. And we're seeing it. It's not pleasant out here. Like a bitch like that, right, that was tweaking. She hears all these news reports. Damn near every day, every other day, you hear about people getting shot, run over, all right? Getting killed over road rage. People aren't, they're not playing anymore. People are really executing judgment. No one's waiting for fucking cops anymore. There are no cops. What the fuck?
I just saw a video of a cop shooting here that happened whatever the other day or whatever happened recent. And the dude was walking in the alley with his gun, but he had put it in his coat. I don't know how the popo initially saw it, but they kept walking, chasing him in the alley. So they ain't running chasing him because they didn't want him to turn around and bust. But they already called for help. So they just walking behind it. Hey, buddy, hey, stop. Hey, put it down. Yo, hey. You can't, leave me alone. What I'm saying? And they keep on chasing from, they follow him for about a block or two in the alley. And so the other popos drove up on their ass. As soon as they drove up, they came out, coming right out the car. And I was like, hey, put the gun about the film. And he just simply lifted up, shot 2 of them that quick, and of course they shot his ass. But just to show you, we're in a time when people don't give a fuck no more. It's done. Everybody got a chip on their motherfucking shoulder, man. This shit is done. All right? That's why this little simple ass females think they go raise up against a man. Show me your shortest man, your thinnest man, and he still has power to beat your biggest woman. Because it's the Lord giving man a different type of strength than a woman has.
Durability.
Come on, bro.
Fortitude.
If you want to get to the science behind it, the sinews of our body and the makeup of our body is made up in such a way that it would defeat 90% of women. You would have to have a very trained woman, very skilled, to be able to beat an unskilled man who don't know shit. Which that can happen more now these days because men are not growing up being skilled. Back in the days, all the men had to go through the fucking training. Almost in every single society, a young man had to go join the fucking military. And then the way the world was set up, it was so much more machismo that the men were getting brought up to fight. Now you got these women raising up these goddamn single ass motherfucking families with these young ass little fucking boys. Took my daughter because it was her little birthday out to the Zump Zone. Took her some of her friends and shit. So she out there kicking it. Her cousin, two of her cousins, one girl and one little boy. The little boy 4. He only be around his mama and his sister and her grandmama and them motherfuckers. This motherfucker's the softest ass 4-year-old I've ever seen in my life. You know what I'm saying? And it's like, and it was purpose already at start of like, hey, you know, he's a little sensitive. Yes, he's sensitive. He's demasculized, being raised by these goddamn women.
Hey, and Sirach, you talk about it. It says, use not much the company of a woman.
Yes.
Sirach, if I can grab it.
Yeah, basically what's happening is Esau, through all his policies and agendas, have spiritually castrated the men, man. All right? That's basically what has happened, all right? You know? Hey, things are out of course, as it says in Psalms 82:5. The earth is out of course. You got women that are in the position where men should be at, man, in these positions, you know? And this is why all our men are, you know, or the modern day, you know, men, they're all weak and feminine. They want to fucking paint the nails, color their hair, all right? They can't deal with any adversity, okay?
And it's funny you say that because they were jumping around. And what the girls were building a little tower out of the little bricks, the little foam bricks on the trampoline. And so they took the foam out of the foam pit, put it on the trampoline, and they were trying to build it up. Now he just jumping and bouncing around, bouncing. He went up and started bouncing them. They got mad because he was messing up their bricks. And so they fussed at him, and he just ended up just sitting up there crying and just crying and crying. And it's like, well, fuck those bricks, fuck that, but this is a huge ass place, go bounce and jump over there. This nigga went and I talked to him, and after he talked, he went into the jumping pit and just started crying like a little bitch. And I was like, man, I said, you know, man, he ain't got a little adversity, a little bitch. And this motherfucker was bent over crying like he lost his whole. And I had to say, I don't know him well, so I had to talk to him and say, hey, come here, man, look, don't play up there, you're gonna bounce over here, come on, we only got a little bit of time left, come on, bounce over here. And he finally did. But that spirit gets set as a young man, and it starts growing and growing. And next thing you know, you got these soft ass, effeminate ass men, which pushes that homosexual spirit. All right, you see the men putting their hands on their hip, putting their shit to the side. Got their had a limp hand, you know what I'm saying? A little curl of this, got a little softness, and the next thing you know, it's one of them. It's one of them moles. And they wonder what happened. You know what I'm saying? Oh, Lord have mercy.
What the elder's saying is important because, you know, you got to go through adversity to be a man, or to even become a man of the Lord, you got to go through adversity for that. So if you grown up and you raised with a spirit that acts like a bitch when adversity comes, that act like a bull when adversity comes, they basically teaching you how to not get close to the Lord.
Right.
This Sirach chapter 2 and verse 5, but gold is tried in the fire, an acceptable vent in the furnace of adversity. And you don't want to go through that pain or whatever it is you gotta go through. You can't come out on the other side with the substance.
Right.
All these niggas, they want to have all the good benefits and all that shit, but they don't. All that comes with process. There ain't no such thing as just showing up and you got it.
Right.
And when you raised with the mentality of just quitting because something offended you, and a lot of the times people get offended or feel bad about certain shit, and they don't even really investigate the intent behind certain things. Like somebody might get offended by a certain individual, and oh, well, now I'm gonna quit this job because of this, or now I'm gonna quit the camp because somebody, I feel like somebody offended me, but you don't even sit down and like. You don't even sit down with that person that they might not even thought that they did anything wild. You know, a lot of times people don't consider shit like that. And it stops you from continuing to persevere in anything in life, really. But
You know what that makes me think of? Jiu-jitsu.
Con.
All right, when we train, and that brother who was speaking, he's one who trains on a regular basis. He had a couple of men in the camp, maybe about a good 10 brothers that train on a regular basis. And I was talking to one of the other brothers that trained, Lonzo, and I was telling him, like, half the time after we drill, I don't like sparring. I like to spar, but I don't spar because, first of all, these are all men of the Lord, and they all been trained under Malcolm. And Malcolm was a beast. His trainer, Izzy, is a beast. And if you ever sparred against them, you just get your ass folded up like a pretzel every time. So y'all see me, what I do when I be playing around, that's how they do to me. Like, really easy. And it's like, man, when you getting ready to go fight, it's like, oh, fuck. I'm about to be exposed or I'm about to be vulnerable. It's going to be a match. I don't know. You never know. And uncertainty, when you get built up in the spirit, when you get built up as a man, you get battle tested to the point where you overcome that. Where it's like, okay, no, bring the fight on. All right? If somebody walked up here right now with a whole bunch of books, they had the whole, and vocab came up here, for instance. And vocab came up here ready to debate. How hot will we be? They say what?
It's brown up. It's brown to be smoking right now. This gun's ready to be smoking.
And be smoking. Bro, fingers be having Nazariah fingers. Hey, show the camera the Nazariah fingers so everybody know what we mean by that. No, you gotta put them in the book. You gotta get their similitude. Every brother will have about 5, 6, 7, 8 precepts ready to go on the day over every particular topic.
On the way here, because we got a long way to go. I'm going to break down the Romans 9, and I had him. You know what I'm saying? And I was like, oh yeah, you got the business now, man. You know?
That's how we are now, ready for a fight, because we've been built up in this. But the scripture says, train up a child in the way that he should go. You got it?
No, I ain't got that.
Okay, that's good. It says, train up a child in the way he should go. When he gets old, he won't depart from it. If you don't train up that child, especially that young man, matter of fact, went to the liquor store. He grabbed a little bottle. Older lady, she had to be in her 60s, bringing in her, I presume, to be her grandson, who had to be like 4 years old, 3 or 4. And she was like, look at you got your fresh cut, looking so good. And, hey, come on. And it was like, look at him, he's so handsome. He got his, got your hair, got your big boy haircut. And I was like, no, he wouldn't got there and got emasculated. He's all lined up and Americanized. And they teaching this little boy at 3, 4 years old that this is what you do. This is why we have fell away so far. Not being built up and trained up in the law, statutes, commandments, in our history, our heritage of the Heavenly Father, we become like women.
Right. And Proverbs 22:6, train up a child in the way he should go, and when he is old, he will not depart from it. A father, I grew up with a father in the house, you know what I'm saying? Out there, my mother would, tell me something,
you know, to go contrary to what he had just said. If he had set the rules, it was the rules, bro. Baby, you know, ain't nothing like growing up with a man in the house, not a boy, because our you know, our nationality, our boys and our women, their growth gets stunted, you know, by some traumatic event that happens, you know, whether it be in school or at home, but some traumatic event happens, man, and that little boy or that little girl, man, that growth spurt, you know, that mental growth spurt is stunted because they're emotionally damaged somewhere. It can be some kind of sexual damage. It can be some kind of physical damage. It can be just an emotional, just around the household. What's going on in your household? Because the mama is running the fucking household. You know, got
No structure.
that's the head is cut off.
Yeah.
I got exactly what that. Real quick, you know, I got 4 sons, and my oldest son, like 3 years, you know, and the spirit man, he's the weakest one, and he's supposed to be the strongest, but that's because he's being raised by women. And then my second son, I see like the same kind of path, but he's a little stronger because I'm still in the picture. But my third son, who lives with me and I'm raising, he's the damn beast. He's man, he is a lion, man. You know, and then you know, of course I got a little newborn, but it just goes to show how demasculated it is when you're being raised up by women. Because my second son, man, he's a little punk, man. He's a little crybaby, you know. And I gotta be honest, man. I love my sons, but compared to my third son, that's being raised up by me, you know. See, these women don't understand that. Remember, I was talking to the elder Benjamin, and we were talking about kids, and he was like, busting his brother, well, not really busting his brother, but one of the opposite son, and got a car because they came to pick him up, whatever. And when he get picked up and stuff, and then when he didn't pick him up, he started crying. And the bitch was like, man, don't cry. Right. Don't pick him up and don't let him. See, we would do that. We would not let no motherfucker. See, I treat my daughter way differently if I had a son. I don't have a son. If I had a son, I would be hard. You understand? And even if you cut me too, he said, yeah, but you're supposed to scare smile of your daughter too. And I was like, man, I might smile a little bit. You know, and but that put a bone in my mind to make me be a little rougher with her, even though I'm not. And I say, like, I'm not nice to my daughter. As a matter of fact, I said, I gave it similar to you. I said, I told my baby girl, I said, your mama ain't coming, she ain't doing what's you have like, kill her. You know what I'm saying? And she's like, trying to kill her, destroy her. I teach her the truth. But the thing is, as a girl, men was raised up in the hard, tough, you know, tough love. And you don't beat them down. If you even know the scriptures, like if you do with brothers, man. If you busted a brother, if you got brothers, you might be like, hey bro, I don't like the fact that you did this. What the fuck is wrong with you, man? You went to hell, not that little things like that. But then you go ahead and build them back up. You're like, you know what? You know what you're feeling? You got I straight. And you build them back up. Just don't beat somebody down without building them back up. You learn to balance it, man, as a man. These bitches don't got that balance. These bitches like, nigga, I said, shut up! Motherfucker, I don't want you to know what I'm It's like, what the fuck?
The Hawk sent me something right on Instagram. This shit was so bugged out. You had this single mother, it's probably a bitch, right? She's sitting there, she was like, you know, on the video talking about like, you know, I started, you know, yelling at my kids because, you know, they were too loud, blah, blah, blah. And then she's like, now it's too quiet. Let me see what they're up to. She runs in there, it's like, why is it so quiet in there? And the kids are like, you told us not to be loud. Then exactly, confusion. They're like, what the? And then literally you heard it in their voice, they're like, what the fuck? You just told us to be quiet. Hey, the scripture saying, there was a Job 39 and 17. It says that basically the Lord had not departed wisdom unto her, man. And when you go into that, all right, that goes into their discernment, man. These women have no discernment, all right? They're all over the place, man. They're double-minded. They change like they want.
Well, I was just going to see, I pretty much what the elder was saying. That's the problem. Women trying to raise up boys, and that's not their job. That's Esau systematically took the stronger figure, which is the man, out of the household. And this is Ephesians 6:4. And ye fathers, provoke not your children to wrath, but bring them up in the nurture and admiration of the Lord. And that's how we're supposed to bring our young men up, according to the laws, statutes, and commandments of Yahweh Bahasham Yahweh Shai. And bitch, you sit the fuck down. You ain't got no set of balls. You can't say shit to me.
You can't testify. You don't have testicles.
Nigga, get back to the elder.
And look, you gotta bring up you gotta raise those boys up, all right, those young men, all right, as Israelites. And when you go into our culture, man, our culture is full of warriors, all right, men with logic, okay, men who aren't emotional. They have wisdom. They applied wisdom, okay. See, this world teaches you to be emotional, be bitch made, okay, soft.
And the point to say that, because even amongst the brothers, when we in our own little, our talks after camp and when we just vibrate, we have conversation. I said this not too long ago to a brother. I said, bro, we soft as fuck, bro. Compared to our ancient self. I said our ancient self will be looking at us like this soft, sissy, bitch ass made motherfucker. I want to beat how you gonna tell yourself I'm gonna beat your ass? Because you're soft.
Paul the only one that ain't soft.
Hey, but I guarantee you the ancient Kumar will still look at the Kumar today and still say he's soft. All right? Now I look at the brother like Malcolm. Y'all brothers, they love Malcolm. I know you all love Malcolm, but just look at his views and look at his channel. It's just amazing. The brother is a very deep, very spiritual brother. He'll sit there and break down, the Maccabees. He'll break down, Hyrcanus, to break it down, going into artifacts and articles and be so articulate. But guess what? Let you come against a brother. Let him see you approach a brother and actually be violent to a brother. Even one shot lay you out.
Right.
And when I say the man is so vicious on the fight, y'all just don't know.
Right.
He's a professional fighter. He would have been, if he did not come into this truth, he would have been the main event. All right? He would have been the goddamn pay-per-view sellout.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying? And an actual sellout. He would have sold out and sell out. Right? But you would not, he's so unassuming. When you see him and you deal with his spirit, because his manner is so peaceful. And if you let him tell it, he's got that peaceful manner because he already know he's gonna fuck you up. So guess what? The first rule of jiu-jitsu is try not to fight. Because you already know I'm gonna 90% chance I'm gonna beat your fucking ass. Let me stay out of trouble. I don't have to worry about the popo. I don't have to worry about busting your ass. I can keep myself. Let me just be cool. The more you get deeper into this truth, the more balanced you be. Right? When you're young in this truth, you're born lion hot. You gotta hold on. Okay, hold on now. Don't kill him yet. Hold on. Don't go with 1,000 precepts that'll hold on. Get him 2 or 3. Let's go. You don't drown him. Because you gotta temper that hot spirit. But the more you get experience, you think that lion that's got that pride that's been over there for 10 plus years, whatever, that he's gonna rush right to haste. No, you don't make haste in the time. You take your time. You out with the spirit. Right. Go ahead, brother.
I got 3. This is Ecclesiastes 9 and 15. It's like 16. Ecclesiastes 9 and 16. Then said I, wisdom is better than strength. Nevertheless, the poor man's wisdom is despised. His words are not heard. All right, main point is wisdom is better than strength, okay?
Right.
All right, and you see, because I'll say this, you have a lot of Jake out here, right? Hey, they'll be physically, fit. They can knock, niggas out left and right. All right, looking like a Mike Tyson, man.
Right.
But look at his mental state, man. He's through, man.
Right.
All right? He's completely done.
You talking Mike?
Yeah.
He won too many punches.
He
Punch from him.
But it's just in general, he's through. You know what I'm saying? Even without the fighting, because he didn't have the wisdom, man. Wisdom is better than strength.
He did not want to take the icky wicky, the juicy fruit. And he, because his handlers said, go ahead on, Mike, take it. He took it. And now he did the video not too long ago saying that he damn near he had to go from being in a wheelchair to his function because of juice. That shows you the spiritual intellect and mental intellect that he really had. He ain't got it. In order to be in this truth, you have to have a mind that is stronger than any other mind.
Right. And owning your own dispensary don't help you, Cheryl.
Man. And it says here in Ecclesiastes 9:18 now, wisdom is better than weapons of war, but one sinner destroys much good. And point being is wisdom is better than the weapons of war. All right, hey, first and foremost, get your mind right, man.
That's right.
Okay?
That's right.
That's what we need to be doing. We gotta wash this filth that's been implanted in our minds for years, man. Okay? And how do we do that? By getting cleansed by this word right here. How should a young man, all right, cleanse himself? It's by this word, as the scriptures say. I got one last scripture, Ecclesiastes, 7 and 19. Wisdom strengtheneth the wise more than the 10 mighty men which are in the city. All right? That wisdom strengthens you more than mighty men. Remember that.
This is Ecclesiastes 9 and 11. I returned and saw under the sun that the race is not to the swift, nor the battle to the strong, neither the bread to the wise, nor yet riches to men of understanding, nor yet favor to men of skill, but time and chance happen to them all. Do you know, with Mike Tyson and his strength, you would think that this guy was going to be able to go ahead and get this truth and understand and be able to conquer shit? No. It's not to the strong. It's not to the Usain Bolt, Carl Lewis. Matter of fact, where the fuck has Carl Lewis been?
Right.
And he was the original Usain.
That's right.
Because back in our era, it was Carl Lewis.
Yeah,
Right? It was like, man, that Carl Lewis. And Jackie joined the person. You remember that we was talking about Jackie? We was talking, see, you know what I'm saying? And she went down too.
Last we saw he had them high heels on.
See, now I didn't know about that. That's fucked up. But I'm not the same vibration, the system. Yeah. You're right. Yeah. You can get it.
Jeremiah 9:23. Thus saith the Lord, let not the wise man glory in his wisdom, neither let the mighty man glory in his might. Let not the rich man glory in his riches.
So you got all the motherfucking money in the world, and King Solomon said it in Ecclesiastes. And now you gotta go give it to this wicked ass, little effeminate ass, little monster. You know, this little mope. And what took you 45 years to build up and left this big ass estate and shit, it would take him 2 or 3 years to tear the whole thing down and be fucking bankrupt, man. You know what I'm saying? That's the reason why they said the Lord Yahweh Bashem said in the scripture, they said vanity.
Just speaking of Mike Tyson, you know, the Lord gave Mike Tyson and all the other men those special gifts, you know, athletics, you know, gave different men gifts of science and, you know, gifts of how to make money and all that. But hey, man, the gift, the ultimate gift is, man, eternal life, man. The most that God puts on you, you know, not the spirit of prosperity or my might, me. If the man is not speaking according to the word, the testimony of his word, that Isaiah 8:20, man, he ain't got this gift, man. He didn't give it to him. Finish it up on verse 24. It says, but let him that glory in this, that he understands and knoweth me, that I am the Lord which exercises loving kindness, judgment, and righteousness in the earth.
That's right.
For in these things I delight, says the Lord.
Yes.
Not no bullshit. It's like he said, I'm
This whole play, like as the scripture say, everything is vanity, all is vanity, okay? Hey, we're looking for something better, all right? Something that's not going to be destroyed, it's going to last forever, okay? See, the things of this world, they're corrupt, all right? They're going to fade away. Can you get that scripture in the Corinthians? Hey, the fashion of this world fades away, okay? And that's what's going to happen very soon. This current, you know, evil world that's set in place right now, it's gonna bypass, man. We're not focused on this bullshit here, man.
That's right.
This is why we're trying to get ourselves in order. And really, the Lord said He's gonna set us in order. Okay. And with that being said, hey, there's gonna be a lot of reproofs, all right, happening, a lot of correction, a lot of trials and tribulations, a lot of tests, that each brother's gonna go through, and it's not gonna feel good, man.
That's right.
All right, because that's chastisement, and chastisement at the present moment isn't joyous. But what happens? It yields that peaceable fruit.
Right.
Okay. See?
Or did you get one? Did you find whatever was it this? Were you looking for this? Proceed. Yeah, that's it. That's it.
This
I was
is-
just about to get it because I go ahead. Go ahead.
This is 1 Corinthians 1, and I'm gonna start at shit, man. I started 21. I know it's gonna go.
All right.
This is
Be in the spirit, brother. Hey, we used to start when we used to camp back in the day, brother. We'll start around 2 o'clock in the afternoon, and we would camp all the way to 10, 11, 12 at night. And it was like that. And bro, that's what we did. We didn't know nothing, no difference. So don't get us started.
This is 1 Corinthians chapter 1, and I'll start at 21. For after that, in the wisdom of the Most High, the world by wisdom knew not the Most High. See, this world doesn't know the Most High, okay? Hey, this world believes in what? Science, all right, technology,
Right.
themselves. That's what they believe in. They don't believe in Yahweh Shai, and it's evident because of their actions and their deeds. You see? Because it's all wicked and evil. They don't
right.
try to follow the law, statutes, and commandments, which that's real wisdom anyways.
That's right.
You know? Because the knowledge of wickedness is not wisdom. You
That's right.
see? And it says here, it pleased the Most High by the foolishness of preaching to save them that believe. And this is foolish to the world, all right? That men come out every week, all right? Every week, wearing dresses, and cursing everybody out. You know? That's foolish. And you gotta remember, man, you got a lot of young brothers up here. They could be getting some fucking box right now, man. Some white box, okay? All right, you know, and they're not doing that. What are they doing? Hey, they're presenting their bodies as living sacrifices.
Right.
All right, dedicating their lives to Yahweh Shem Yahshua,
Going without.
not giving a fuck about this place. All right, you know, you got like for instance myself, you know, brothers like Monakai, you know, brothers who are about 10, 11, 12 years, you know, into it. We came in when we were in our early 20s, man. Now we're in our 30s, man. People will say, no, that's like your prime, man. You know, you could have been out there doing X, Y, and Z things. Hey, but all that shit is dumb, as the scriptures say.
That's right.
Right.
That's why the scripture say in Ecclesiastes, remember now thy creators in the days of thy youth, before the evil days draw nigh. Majority of the men of the Lord that come in, if you look at the collection of the men of the Lord at Great Millstone or even these other camps, majority of them are young men in their 20s. All right? Now the Lord, that's the reason why we give extra kudos to the brothers with the hoary beards. All right? You know, they got hoary beard. And I must say, this brother Shataria, he goes back to when we first started on at GMS Chicago Southwest, right? It was a year or two after GMS Bapataza. A lot of brothers don't know the dynamic of Chicago. It's 2 camps, all right? And then we merged into 1 camp, okay? But this brother was around from then, and this brother, how old are you, brother? 60 years old. Now, you go back 13, 14 years ago, he was in his late 40s, right? And that's when we started dealing. And he was sitting there listening to little old me. And this is a grown ass motherfucker. He could be my damn near dad, you know? Cause dog, yeah, he could be my father. I'm 48. That's 12 years old right there. It's 12 years different. If he would have stopped popping at 12 years old as a young man, this could be my father.
Right.
All right. And I used to marvel at Elder Nate. You know what I'm saying? Because he was older than this brother. Because he was in his 60s at the time. I was 35. And here go Elder Nate at 60 years old. And I'm saying, no, this is what you do. No, come here, do this, do that. You know what I'm saying? Y'all don't know the spirit of the Lord and the might of the Lord, man.
Right.
But the Lord really deals with a lot of young men. And the Lord also emphasizes power. The older men, their brothers that's 70 years old. You know what I'm saying? In certain camps around, I think in Boston, I think they have. Okay, no wonder. But there's other men, but there's other men who are hoary heads in other states that in their 60s or 70s, you know. So the Lord will deal there, but the majority of the men are these young men. All right. But
You're supposed to bear that yoke in your youth, as it says in, I think, Lamentations, right?
Yep.
If I'm not mistaken. You know? All right, but let's get back to this. This is 1 Corinthians chapter 1 and 22 now. For the Jews require a sign, and the Greeks seek after wisdom. That's the problem with our people, man. All right? Hey, what does it say? This is an adulterous and wicked generation that seeketh after a sign. Our people always need to, see something. Hear something super deep, man, 10 deep, All right? Our people are bugged the fuck out, man. And it says here, because by the way, just a side note, those Greeks right there are talking about Israelites that were into the Greek fashion, okay? So they were Hellenized.
That's right. And listen, to prove that real quick, he said to the Greek, to the Jew and to the Greek, right?
Yeah.
You know why he didn't say that to the Moabite? That meant everybody. Why didn't he say that to the Ammonite?
Yep.
So if you took that literal, only Jews and Greeks, literal Greeks are only going to make it to the kingdom.
Yep.
And the Lord says he's not dealing with the heathens. So
right.
that have to be Israelite foreigners. But go ahead, brother.
Verse 23, but we preach
Hallelujah.
Yahweh Shai crucified.
Hallelujah.
All right? Yeah,
I just need brothers know that it's some personal thing here. Brothers know what it's for. Hallelujah.
But we preach Yahweh Shai crucified. Unto the Jews, they stumble block, and unto the Greeks, foolishness. You see, our people, they see it as foolishness, and ultimately, it's what though? A stumbling block, because Yahweh Shai is that ultimate stumbling block, all right, to our people, okay? Which is what the word, man. This word makes our people stumble, fall, trip, okay, to the goddamn abyss, man. All right, our people are through.
That's right.
Okay, once you start, preaching this word, they get what? Offended, man. All right. Oh, I can't eat pork. Oh, I gotta cut my dreads. All right. Oh, you guys are talking about 12, 13-year-old girls getting married off. Not my God. He wouldn't allow that. Brothers, you have certain people, they get rebuked all of a sudden. Now, you know what? I'm going to leave the camp. None of these men that I've been preaching with for a decade plus, they're not men of the Lord now. They're not the elders. This is what happens, man. But let me keep reading. It says, what was that? Verse 24. But unto them which are called, both Jews and Greeks, Yahweh Shai, the power of Yahweh, and the wisdom of the Most High, because the foolishness of the Most High is wiser than men.
Right.
See, and the weakness of the Most High is stronger than men. All right, really, this is true strength, man. All right, hey, the lowest member, so to speak, hey, they're stronger than the mightiest man of this world. All right, verse 26. For ye see your calling, brother, how that not many wise men after the flesh, not many mighty, not many noble are called. You see, not many wise men are called into this, okay? Because you got a lot of our people that are what? Doctors, scientists, okay? Hey, they're inventors. A lot of them are called into this. You got a lot of mighty men. Hey, you got the John Jones, all right, the Canelos, all right, the Floyd Mayweather, so on and so forth. You don't see them being called into this. Hey, you may see a celebrity here or there, say that they're Israelite. It's cool for what, a year and some change. Then what happens shortly after, man? They end up, talking about adultery, okay? They end up, eating fucking pork and fucking, was it lobster on Instagram? That's what you see, man. All right, and it says not many noble, all right? Meaning like your politicians, those that have, a name in this world. A lot of them are called that. It's just ordinary men. And see, and that's what's going to trip a lot of people out, man. That these ordinary men, all right, in the flesh, but they're really not ordinary, because their spirits are above ordinary. All right, if they are the men of the Lord, if they are a part of the elect, okay? But the point being, though, is that these, what the world will call us ordinary men, they're going to be the ones that are going to get saved. These are the Lord's chosen,
That's what Solomon was telling you.
The chapter.
Right. It's like, yeah. It's like, hey, if these guys, if we ever thought there would be ever nothing, never all scouring of the earth, shit out there, they're claiming to be part of the number.
Right.
So yeah, that's why it's rough, man. If you really understand the path of Yahweh by Shai,
This is not an easy task, man. We are fighting with gods. This is the hardest job. It takes total selflessness. It takes humility, self-control. If Yahweh Shai said to David, King David, our king, that he, hallelujah, that King David watered his countenance with his tears. If you see Yahweh Shai entering into the city and overlooking Jerusalem, and Yahweh Shai weeping, all right? If you see that and understand that, then that gives you the understanding that this. Even Paul, when Paul was snapping about the brothers who fell out and have been wicked and shit, he said, "Now I tell you, even weeping, that these are enemies of Yahweh Shai, and then the cross of Yahweh Shai. We are invested in you."
Right.
All right.
It hurts, man, when brothers fall out, man. It's not a pleasant thing, man. You're literally losing a brother, man. You feel like you're losing a piece of you, man.
Friend, family.
Yeah.
We war in the trenches. Now, on a carnal note, playing softball. When you play softball, and right now to this day, I don't give a fuck whoever plays softball, been on a bowling team or any sports. When I see them, man, and y'all know I go hard, right? When I see them, it's a whole different love. One of my softball guys called me up right now and said, "Man, I haven't heard that. He's like $35. Man, I'm sending him $50. That's why it's softball, because you came to me on my team, you sacrificed your time, you came out there on that motherfucking diamond, you was in the motherfucking dust, and while we sitting up there trying to scrape to beat these other motherfuckers, he had my back. When this other team went to fucking fight us and start some shit, we was up there ready to go toe-to-toe together. You know what I'm saying? That's, now how much more spiritually on what really fucking matters? Because that other shit don't fucking matter.
Right.
That bodily gain, the profit is little. All right? But this right here, profit is everything.
Right. Right.
And that's why Paul said that he himself wished that he was cursed for his kinsmen, man. You know, and Paul, man, when the Lord turned him around, man, all right, he was a fervent, faithful servant of Yahweh Son, man. So for him to say that he had great sorrow, that he was accursed to see his kinsmen, you know, in the truth, man, you know, that's some deep love there, man. You know, that's heavy love there. All right, and at the end of the day, all right, the reason why we get on, look, a man that's doing well, it's not often checked. But a man that is struggling, you know, it's often checked, man. You see? And so when if a brother gets on you, and man, it's because of love, man. That correction is the real love of Yahweh Shai. That's why as a people, we are being corrected, man.
Get real quick, the open rebuke is better than secret love. That's true brotherly love, man. But see, this world, they'll tell you, no, all right, hey, that guy's a hater, all right. He's just, doesn't like me succeeding. This, that, and third, you know what I'm saying? And he's picking on me. That's some emotional bitch ass shit, man. And going back to the start of the lesson, man, that was designed, all right, to be pushed on our people by Esau Edom because he set up the woman. He knew what he was doing when he set up the woman, man, in power.
That's right.
And now look at the state of our nation, with the women being in power.
That's right.
Look how low the nation of Israel has gotten. It's terrible, man. You got it.
It's Proverbs 27 and verse 5. It says, open rebuke is better than secret love.
Exactly. Open rebuke is better than secret love. Is there any more?
Yep. It says, faithful are the wounds of a friend, but the kisses of an enemy are deceitful.
Exactly. In this world, all these enemies are going to kiss you, man. All right? So to speak. And tell you everything's good, and they allow you to keep, doing your wickedest things, bullshit things that are going to bring you down. You see, a true friend is going to tell you, hey, bro, man, that ain't good for you, man. All right, I don't give a fuck how you take this, so to speak. It ain't good for you. I got to let you know this, man, because I don't want you to die. I don't want you to fall, man.
Hey, you might rebuke somebody that got like problems with their health or their weight or whatever. That goes on a lot in the black community, right? You gonna tell your ass like, look, stop, don't do that shit. You'll be straight up with them, man. But hey, that's taking and looking at it as a bad thing. They know, man, let him do that. But the nigga is killing himself, man.
Exactly.
But a faithful friend will tell you, like, look, stop doing that shit. You hurting yourself.
The same people will be like, oh, you know, you'll have the person who got that weight problem, right? They're all fucked up. And the same people that tell you, hey, don't be telling them that, hey, just let them do what they want. Now all of a sudden they're like, man, we gotta pray for this person, that person. And they're all messed up. They got gout. Hey, they can barely walk. Their knees are messed up. Their back is messed up. Man, hey, our people are hypocrites full of shit, man. All right.
1 Timothy 5:20. Them that sin rebuke before all, that others also may fear.
Right. You gotta remember, man. Rebuking is not just for that individual that needs to get cursed out. It's for everybody too, man. All right. So that everyone can be like, oh, shit, man. You know, I don't want to do that because I don't want to get that judgment like that particular person. You know.
Hey, I got that same mentality at my job,
Take
man.
that security. She tried to make me go to the other side.
Stud, too, that's it to the side.
You just spoke on females in charge.
Yeah, that's right. Hey,
Just
go on
spoke
over
on
there
that.
and just tell him one more. Make sure everything's
This shit is crazy, man. Nothing's happening around here, man. You're gonna have a fucking 5 foot, 5 foot, flat security guard. All right.
I mean, anyway, how tall is she?
About 5 feet tall.
4'11".
Yeah, I was gonna say she's
4'11" with her shoes on. She's 5 foot with her shoes on.
105 pounds.
I was at work yesterday.
And she don't weigh no more than 120 pounds, bro.
Bitch like that was talking shit to a guy at my job yesterday and punched her in the fucking face. Dude was like 6'5" or 6'6". He had to be like, this nigga was big as hell, bigger than Shamar, man. This nigga talking shit to this nigga, last to that fucking dude. He walked off.
Crazy as hell, man. I don't know, but
It doesn't matter because really they can't do anything. They can't do anything because as long as he's not on their property, which he's actually on the sidewalk, the only thing they can do is tell him not to be on the sidewalk, but just come on the other side by the tree, he'll be fine. He just gotta learn how to play with that motherfucker. But it's also his too. That's what I'm saying. That's safe.
Look, at the end of the day, Satan got to do his job, and we got to do our job. That's why we got to endure to the end, man. That's why, as men that are being called into this truth, we have to be an example for the brothers that are coming in. If I may, Baba Shah, this is 2 Timothy 2:10. It says, "Therefore I endure all things for the elect's sake." We have to go through. There's still brothers that are gonna come, man. There's still men out there that are going to come in, and we have to lay down that example, that fervent, firm, trusting in Yahweh Shai. We not gonna buzz, fuck this damn world example, man. And it has to be with a sound mind. It has to be with courage, man. With the Ruach HaKodesh, all right, dwelling in us, man. That's why it's important for us to feed, all right, off of the bread of heaven, man. All right, which is the word, man. Right, these scriptures, man. All right, we have to showcase that faith and endurance that we have in Yahweh Shai, man. All right, it says that they may also obtain the salvation which is in us, it's like which is in Mashiach Yahweh Shai with eternal glory, man. All right, that's what brotherly love is all about, man. All right, us putting each other on ourselves on the line for each other, man. There ain't gonna be no greater love out here. You ain't gonna find this kind of love out here in this world, man. There's no love like the love that we have here in the body of Yahweh Shai, man.
They don't know, bro. You talk about the love. First of all, to open up your house. Now, I didn't really take this on mine. But some other brothers brought that to my attention. Because me, my brother, y'all don't know, my siblings gave up their ownership of the house to me. So, the charity that the main house does, that's on Yacht too. Now, he don't take no glory, no credit for it. He would right now, if I said something to him right now, he'd be like, this way, but yeah, I'm just thinking that. That's what he'll do. He'll be like, and probably a little offended. You know what I'm saying? It's like, nigga, what's the fun? All right? But from other brothers who have houses and entertain periodically, but not all the time, they'll tell you, like, the brothers don't give up their house. So you talk about men of the Lord who give up their houses, brothers who give up their cars. You saw the one Maurice nigga who was like, the gas don't run on charity.
That's
motherfucker was
Slovakia. That's such a ridiculous statement because if that nigga ever didn't have no gas and asked the brothers will give him gas to put gas in his car.
How many times? How many times? We did it.
That shit don't even make sense. Yes, your gas tank has run off charity before.
Yes,
That's the answer. Yes, it does, 100%, man. And any thought other than that, man, you in big trouble, man. You in big trouble.
That's why the Lord excommunicated us.
And to be honest, everything you do run off charity because the Lord don't owe you shit, nigga.
Come on, man. That's why Yahweh we are bought with a price. All right, we are bought with a price, man. The Lord has already, He shed His blood for us. We are owned. We are owned. We are prisoners of Yahweh man.
Right. This is Mark 13:13, and it reads, "And ye shall be saved of all men for my name's sake, but he that endureth unto the end, the same shall be saved."
You got to endure to the end.
Yeah, a lot of shit's gonna come up, man. All right, hey, brothers have dealt with death in the family, man. All right, in their own personal families, we've dealt with deaths in the brotherhood. That shit does not feel fucking good, man.
I just drove past Captain Lee's kill site. When he killed Captain Lee. So you young ones that don't know, young man, he was 20 when he first came, like 19 when he first came into the truth. He could have been 18, and he was in the truth for about 3 years before the Lord took him to the spirit realm. And this, when I said his name was Isaiah, which means help of the Lord. You know, this young man at 18 years was helping everybody in the camp. It was like, there was an omen omen. I remember I was on the side of on Highway 57, over there by 119, and I got stranded because I'm 400 feet from the gas station. But I'm up on the ramp and I'm trying to push this motherfucker. I didn't have to, you can't push no fucking 2,000-pound car on the ramp. I got almost halfway up that bitch, but I was like, okay, this is done. And I had nobody to help me. I asked going to the group, asked others. And who's first one? Captain Saber, right? And Captain Saber, bro, right? And he came down from, he lived out by Chicago Heights area at that time. He came all the way up back into the city just to get me out of that jam. And he helped many brothers out, man.
He helped me one time. My dad was there, and then when I told him about how how he died, my dad only met him one time, and he was like, damn. You know what I'm saying? Like, and then he left a good impression. Report.
Even at the funeral, who went to the funeral? You went, right. And what did the preacher say?
Man, he said that he was basically amazed on how such a young man has so much wisdom, man, teaching him,
Stomping him. He said, man, he'll ask me questions, and because he was eulogizing the funeral, he's like, man, he would ask me questions. I'll say, brother, I'm gonna have to get back to him. And go ahead and check this out before I can respond as a guy on this particular thing. Because he was using wisdom, because it was his family's preachers, one of them, so when he had to be around their family shit, he would come to him like a little old boy, like, seeing him growing up, and he'd come out with all his wisdom. Was like, what the fuck? But that was reporting him in his death, all right? And for the record, he got killed and by mistaken identity. He was picking up his mom in his mom's car, and it was him and his mom in the car to go run some errands. He was helping his mom out, you know what I'm saying? And they had all tinted windows, so you couldn't pitch black, you couldn't see in. But what the police said, it was the Ford Jetta looks a lot like not a Ford Jetta, but Volkswagen Jetta looks a lot like a Ford Fusion. And so the Ford Fusion, they had a Ford Fusion working for Ford plant, right? And so they had some people in Hammond, Indiana, had beef with some niggas in Calumet City, and so they saw the car and said, oh, they're going to ops, and he went to go ride out on the ops and shot the car. Didn't even know it was his mom and a man of the Lord and his mom in the car, but it was the Lord, calling him on home. And he's sitting up there like they started trying to go protect his mom. You know what I'm saying? And he both of them got sick. But going back to what you said, man, that shit hurt. Let's don't even tell Shabbat this. That was his actual blood cousin, first cousin. It was rough, man. It was a rough period. I mean, we sorrowed, we cried, we lamented, we went to the Father, and we celebrated that brother.
Because that brother was a beautiful brother. He left a beautiful legacy in 3 years, about 3-4 years of being in the truth, man. That's why this here goes deep. We care about one another. We care about the body. And not only the brothers in the faith, we care about our people. Somebody give me the book of Luke. When it said, seventh chapter, seventh or eighth chapter, something. Where it's like they went to go try to get centurion tried to get Yahushua to come heal his servant. And he said, why? You know, he said he tried to give a reason why Yahushua should heal him. All right. One of the reasons is what we're all about. But for us to come out here to the highways and byways, to brave the heat, the cold, the rain, the stomping, the fucking little midget fucking security guards trying to tell you to get the fuck up off the goddamn road, the popo, Niglets, right down here. We used to camp right on the other side of that bus stop. And I'm talking about rain, sleet, snow, cold, it didn't matter. We got accosted by groups of motherfuckers, one motherfucker. Niggas at the fucking bus stop got bangers on their hips, all kind of shit. Motherfuckers coming up with sticks, weapons and shit. And you know, we were young, baby. Before we didn't want to go ahead and fight this before we got into the kind of the brawl. Hey, as soon as one of the older brothers did this right here, taking up that shit, that was it. That was done. Because I couldn't even get mine off. By the time I got mine off, the other brother sat there, though. And I'm sitting up there like, putting mine back on. Hey, and then the Kobobo come and beat the same motherfucking ass. This shit is epic. The Lord got us, though. The love that we have to even be out here in the highways and byways, to give up our Sundays, give up our Mondays, give up our Tuesdays, Wednesdays, Thursdays, Fridays, Saturdays, whatever days brothers camp on particular days, to come out here and endure all these afflictions, man. All right? This is of the Heavenly Father, how much y'all shine. All right? Yeah, did you have a scripture? I got it. Go ahead.
It's Luke chapter 7 and verse 1.
It's like this.
It says, now when he had ended all his sayings in the audience of the people, he entered into Capernaum, and a certain centurion servant who was dear unto him was sick and ready to die. It says, and when he had heard of Yahushua, he sent unto him the elders of the Jews, beseeching him that he would come and heal his servant.
So he went to go, when he heard about Yahushua, all the things that he's done, all about the work and miracles and so forth, he was like, oh, that's the man. Hey, let me go beg him. Let me go beseech him. Let me go plead to him. This is why you should come heal my servant. Go ahead.
It says, verse 4, when they came to Yahushua, they besought him instantly, saying that he was worthy for whom he should do this. For he loved for our nation, and he had built us a synagogue. It says, then Yahushua went with them, and when he was not far from the house, the centurion sent friends to him, saying unto him, Lord, trouble not thyself, for I am not worthy that thou shouldest enter under my roof. Verse 7, it says, wherefore neither thought I myself worthy to come unto thee, but say in a word, and my servant shall be healed. It says, verse 8, for I also am a man set under authority, having under me soldiers, and I say one, go, and he goeth, and to another, come, and he cometh, and to my servant, do this, and he doeth it. When Yahushua heard these things, he marveled at him, and turned him about, and said unto the people that followed him, I say unto you, I have found so great faith, no, not in Israel.
So Yahushua, and I was going to stop you at the beginning, but the spirits don't let all that come out. And this was Yahushua's assessment of that man. He said, man, shit, I ain't seen so great a faith right here around these streets. All right? Why? Because first of all, he heard about Yahushua. The first way to get into and understanding this truth is hearing. He said, come on, somebody get that. Let's back it up. And then somebody also said, how can they hear without a preacher? Somebody get that with you. All right? And so, first of all, he heard the truth. But then he believed. Somebody give me the first chapter. Starting on about the 10th verse. Okay? So then he heard the truth, but then he believed. He believed the truth. And then he sent forth to go commission the help for his servant. And then he gave them the reasoning, for he loveth his people. For us to stand out here to sigh and cry for all the abominations to run to and fro through the streets of Jerusalem, that means I love so-called Negroes, Latinos, Native Americans, man. I love my people, man. I do not like the heathens, man. I do not like them at all because they have beat, hurt, scraped, and just fucking took advantage of our people, man.
They've done inhumane acts. As Esau likes to say, he uses that term inhumane. You know, acts. That's what these heathens have done unto us, starting with Esau. But it goes not just to Esau, it goes down to Ishmael, Ham, Moab, Ammon, etc. Man, they've all done some wild shit to us, man.
If I can add on to you, the book of Tobit, Tobit was in Nineveh, but he said basically, hey, his people was given over to idols of Nineveh and stuff, but he said he refrained himself. And they touched on that love that he had for his nation. They was killing Israelites, doing lies of bodies, going against the commandment of the king out of himself on a risk, man. That's the love that you gotta have for your nation, man.
Right. The scripture said he wouldn't eat his food, his dinner, until he was done.
Like a hot meal versus a cool or lukewarm man. All right? What? You know what? You know what the word is? Most people don't want no cold food. Now, when he went, but yo, how long did it actually? What did you say? Let's see if it was lukewarm, hot, or cold. How long did it take to bury a body?
I was just gonna say that.
Just one.
That's just one body. How long? You gotta dig. First of all, you gotta go several feet underground. Now, are you gonna go 6 feet? That's the current. That's the current. But guess what? And sometimes you ain't go. You go 3 feet. You know what I'm saying? If you do 3 feet, that should be fine too. But guess what? Digging a 3 ditch for a human, all right, carcass. Goddamn. By the time he go home, that shit cold, bro.
And all I think about
Yes. You know what I'm saying? And then you unclean. You're unclean. You was in front of a dead fucking body. So now you got to go wash and clean yourself up, and then won't be unclean until even. All right. So shit, it can fuck up a lot of things, especially just right before the holy day. And certain things you might not be able to go into the temple or before the brothers because you're unclean. You know what I'm saying?
Basically, that don't take one day, man. That builds up. You really having to sacrifice. That creates a line of things you gotta sacrifice. Like you do something like that, man. Not just a hot meal. You know, you gotta put a lot of things on the side to get back clean and all that. You know,
It's a lot of emotional stress.
Yeah.
Like you hear about these like paramedics and you got the paramedics, you got these cops. A lot of them are emotionally damaged, man, from the shit that they see, man. Right. That they got to deal with on a day-to-day basis. So imagine, one of your kinsmen, man, and you're digging up this, burial site, ground or whatever, right? And you see the whippings, the cutting of the flesh and all that shit. That starts fucking with you, man.
Niggas wasn't just getting blasted on back then. Motherfuckers, legs cut off, whole stomach cut out, all types of shit.
Yes. And speaking of man back, my sister's sister, but my sister's sister, she's a popo for the city. And she says it all the time. They can't keep no popos here. There was a report a couple months ago or earlier this year, Lord licking them like, Lori licking them. Uncle Larry. She over there in California trying to recruit popos to come over here, trying to recruit people to come to Chicago to become an officer. Because it's not, they desperate, bro. They don't have first of all, they don't have enough non-criminals are ready to come. All right, they got enough able-bodied men between that age bracket, and a lot of motherfuckers who are, they don't want to come on these streets, bro. That's right. It's grimy. They killing popos now. They don't get no fuck. And then their popos, the system is handcuffing the popo, saying, "Hey, you can't chase no motherfucker. Hey, you can't do this to me." Now it's like motherfuckers like. Fuck the police.
Hey, on January 1st, if they kill one of y'all, we just gonna let them right out. We ain't gonna take them to jail.
If it's second degree murder. Now, if it's first degree, we'll keep you. But if it's not, we'll arrest you, then let you go. We'll put you on bond, and we'll see you later. Exactly. This shit is mad.
You as a cop do anything you gotta do.
Y'all ain't killing fast enough out here, so we gotta let some of these prisoners out.
You know what to do. Right. But that's Esau stirring us apart. And plus, and they're going to need much help to stir it. Because once they crash this dollar, which I'm hoping this October, the do a lot of crashes in October. And this month, they said this month in the Dow and how it's fallen has not done anything at least several years since COVID. All right, and so guess what's going to happen after that? It's not going to get better.
That's right.
It's not going to get better. It's going to get better. All right.
There was one dude there was one dude at my job. He paid with the Apple Pay with a little tap. He comes back to return the items he bought. He comes in with a card, and I'm like, that's not gonna work. You know what I'm saying? Because he got to go back the same way it came through. And he's like, yeah, but I don't work for Apple Pay. I'm like, just do it. He put the phone back on. It went back through. He's all amazed. Like, how did that happen? How did that happen? I said, because it's all electronic money. Cash is gone. They can do whatever they want with this now. This is how they going to manipulate the people to take that, you know what I'm saying, and
That's
see
right.
how CHIP.
That C hip.
Yeah.
That C hip to the big pay.
You niggas gonna be on iOS 57, man.
Right. Well, when you look at the word digital, right, it means to be integrated into the computer system like all right. Now we already know that you know this system, all right, is the image of the beast, man. So you know, for all you scoffers out there, man, if you want to look at it in a carnal sense, man, it makes sense that this man's mark, all right, is to see him, man.
Right.
Because that is going to digitalize you into the system, man. Right. That's why they talking about all this transhumanism, man, and infusing the human being, all right, into the AI, man.
That's right.
All right. This is this devil's last straw, man. All right. That's why the scripture says that he's going to come down with great wrath, man.
Right.
A lot of you Israelites, man, you so-called Negroes, Latinos, Hispanics, and Native Americans, all right. You still got that large original on your cheek, man.
Right.
All right. And that.
The word digital goes into mid-15th century, pertaining to numbers below 10, 1650s pertaining to fingers, to digits, finger or toe. All right, that digital currency is going to be, why it's got digits comes to your hand, because that CBDC, digital currency, they're going to put the what in your what? You put that into your hand, that C hip into your hand.
Land of the device. You know, that's what's coming, man. All these things that are happening aren't designed by a mistake, man. Nothing here, for lack of words, organic, man. Okay, let's get Revelation 13 to 16, man. You know, get that word across. Oh man. You know, this stuff is man-made. Okay, it's constructed, full fashion by man. All right, like I said, all this stuff isn't organically done. Okay.
Revelation chapter 13, verse 16. And he causeth all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, to receive a mark in their right hand or in their foreheads. Go to the word now. Cause it. And it is Yayo. That's G4159. And it reads for the first definition, to make, which is
to make. Keep going.
with the names of things made, to construct, form,
fashion. So meaning that it's designed, it's purposely designed, okay? So this guy is purposely doing these things throughout the world, all right, to have this particular thing happen, okay?
That's right.
Which is the man, it's hard. I gotta think of the right wording, man. It's like click the video, man. But basically, all these roads, all these events, they're all leading down to this event where people are gonna get they're gonna have that implantable device in them, man. I'm putting it like that. All right. They're gonna have AI, implanted into them, man. Basically.
Right.
Okay. You know, it's coming, man. It's coming quick, and we know it's that CHIP, man, because hey, that holds what? Your it has your ID, your medical records, and it has it's ultimately used for what? Transactions, man.
Right.
Okay? Because you get the next verse. You read the next verse. But it said it calls both small and great, meaning your age, or rich or poor, doesn't matter your economic status. All right, fear of bond doesn't matter if you're in the prison system or you're walking out here freely.
Right.
To receive a mark, right, which then goes into charagma, all right? And that word charagma, the definition of that is basically a cutting of the flesh so you can insert something into it.
Right.
Okay? So to receive a mark in his right hand or in his forehead. Right. Keep going.
Verse 17, and that no man might buy or sell save he that had the mark.
Yeah, that word save goes accept. That's what that word means. Save means accept. All right? Except he that have the mark. So you can't buy or sell unless you have that, man.
Right.
All right? And then we're seeing the destruction of using physical money. All right? We're seeing it right before our eyes, man. Hey, let's say, look how you die on the day, man. You're not even using so much your debit card anymore to to make a transaction. It's the Apple Pay, the Android Pay.
Right.
Okay.
Right.
Shit, in your iPhones you got what? It says a wallet.
That's right.
All right. You got this credit card, that credit card.
Card.
All right. This debit card, so on and so forth. You don't even have a goddamn real wallet anymore. It's a digital wallet.
Right.
And that's gonna lead to eventually, hey, that implantable device, man.
Right. They already are doing things to condition people's mind to think that turning people or cutting people out of all aspects of society is a plausible punishment for you going against what they want you to go against. That nigga Andrew Tate, when they banned him from social media, I was watching the interview. They didn't know they banned him from social media. He can't use banks in certain countries no more. In England, he locked out of all the banks. In America, he locked out of all the banks.
They did that in Canada to all those truck drivers and all that. And they drove up all their accounts and anybody who was associated with that, man.
So they don't even they starting to add that into what you think is a just punishment for a criminal. And so a lot of you, and to be honest, you motherfuckers for all that shit anyway. These people are so stupid that they'll rather somebody have to like. And I ain't no criminal or nothing, but if I was going to get sentenced to some shit, you just put me to death, nigga. These motherfuckers that say, oh, well, it's better than putting somebody to death. He just can't do nothing.
Hey, so when you say some things are worse than death, that's that old saying, some things are worse than death. That's worse than death, man. Just, have them not do anything, let them just sit in a cell and look at a fucking wall all day.
Hey, and that's how you know the Lord is coming back to kill you niggas and preserve you. That's that. Instead of it being something, and a lot of people get put to death. I'm not saying that's not gonna happen, but instead of certain niggas getting put to death, the Lord gonna hit you with some shit like that.
Yeah, shit, the
and
scripture saying.
Yeah.
The captivity to the captivity.
All right.
All right, the scriptures talk about that. Hey, some of you people are gonna be sitting in these FEMA camps, getting tortured, suffering both physically, mentally, just completely through, man. And that's your judgment. But
I had a definition here of the word acclimate. It says become accustomed to a new climate or new conditions.
Yeah, and that's what they're doing to you people right now. They're getting you adjusted, all right, to their new system, which is all digital, man.
Right.
Okay.
That's why
people look at these weird if you bring out a goddamn dollar bill now, man. They're like, what the hell is that? That's like a relic now, man.
One of my jobs, they don't even take the cash no more. And it's a bar. You gotta steal. These motherfuckers got an ATM in there and don't even take cash.
Exactly. Well, that's why they. Oh man, that's a bar. Who pays cash anymore? You know what I'm saying? They fucking man, like
You're holding up the line.
Yeah. You go into these medical buildings, these institutions and stuff like that, and because when you go into the workforce, basically, right? You got a lot of people in the workforce. This is their attitude. well, just let them do whatever they want because it's just the best thing anyway. You know, just go with the flow. You know, just
Do I still get
they're
paid?
acclimated, man. You know.
They've been prepping us a long time, man. When they first started putting the chip, remember when they first started putting the chip? Oh my God! See, in the credit card, right?
Credit card.
And then, hey man, what about when the credit card came on the scene, man? I mean, a lot of you guys don't even remember that, but when the credit card came on the scene, that was
Y'all had a time without credit cards?
Yeah.
But the credit card, when that credit card came on the scene, just think about it, man. Where's the money that's going to allow for this? It's just, they start giving teenagers right out of high school, in college, credit cards, man.
That's a major scam. They go and set up on the campus. I went to the campus. And then you count, you all, if you got a nickel every time you see one of them niggas trying to give you a credit card, man, you'll be rich. Every day, just like how we out here every Saturday, rain, sleet, or snow, them niggas with them credit cards out there offering motherfuckers free pizzas, offering motherfuckers radios. We got a football for you, 5 hats, all type of gift baskets. Just sign off on this credit card.
Basically, I'm saying they just break, they were breaking this place in half here. And right now they're breaking it, they about to really break this place in half. If that, not if, but when that thing is rolled out. When that starts rolling out, man, you're gonna have division in the streets. You're gonna have nothing but chaos, man. Because just like the scripture says, no one can buy or sell, man. You know, you sedition of men. You're gonna have if you can't buy anything, guess what, man? You're gonna be hungry.
Hey, that's why it's important that your brother said to go into the word cause it, because it's already here.
That's right.
But Esau is about to cause that on the people, man, and the way he's going to do it is with all his little tricks.
The same way he did with the same thing he did with the Ezekiel. You know what I'm saying? He didn't go ahead and say, get over here, get me over here, Mike. Stop this. He didn't do that. You
Strap
well,
him
look,
down.
you want to get into this place? You want to go into this stadium? You want to go into this school? You want to keep your job? That's right. You want to keep this amenity? He said, then you're going to have to get this sticky ticket.
One horse of town, and he needs these
Yeah. Well, you know what? Well, first of all, you gotta sit 6. How the fuck you go to the movies? Gotta sit 6 feet apart in the fucking movies, man. That means the whole family is like, hey, that's your game.
All right, so we
Sit your ass down.
We
Hey,
gonna
yo,
go to the
shut up.
5 o'clock show. Y'all gonna go to the 9 o'clock show because there ain't enough room in there for everybody.
This 100 seat theater just got turned down into 40 seats now. Fuck.
That's what made it so stupid that you in the airport, you're 6 feet apart, and then you get in the plane and you shoulder the show.
Oh shit! You don't have to have your face mask on. Or if you, as long as you were sitting at a bar and drinking.
Right.
Cool.
No, it's
Remember that meme? When you're eating, a force field goes
seat
around.
bump.
That's
That's
right.
You got 10 seconds to keep the visible seatbelt.
She doesn't do anything to you when you're eating or drinking.
It's like the silly motherfuckers will walk past us and they'll be like this, see us? And then 10 feet away, you don't go put it on and take it off. Like Apostle was saying, Malcolm said it too, a couple years back. You got these motherfuckers in a car. Alright, you got the station button on.
Nobody's in the car.
Nobody's in there. What's
No
it?
other cars on the road.
Is that P-Whiskey on the goddamn steering wheel, goddammit? Stupid.
Wow.
These motherfuckers had the kids in the school and van with the mask on, but the mask had a mouth on.
Oh, yeah, it's
Hey, listen, don't even say that because I play instruments, bro. And I used to play the baritone horn, the trombone horn, and the trumpet. Piano, pianist by nature, but they ain't got no pianos in the band. But guess what? As soon as I take that horn and say, that's coming right out the exit.
Yep, yes,
Matter of fact, and if you ever know how we do, sometimes they'll come out the bell if you don't open up the spigot as a spot to let out the saliva that builds up. And if you don't know instruments, if you have a trombone or baritone, periodically, like when you get a break after the bone, and you get a break, and it's like that, so you open up a little open it so the saliva can come drop out of there. Otherwise, it's gonna come out the bell or the flute or whatever the fuck. All right. So if you're playing into an instrument, that's whatever was in your side of you was coming out. That
One thing though, man, in all these events you see, it's designed, it's done for a reason, man. Okay? Hey, these things that are happening in Ukraine, all right, that's not by coincidence, all right? You know, these immigrants coming up here, that's not done by coincidence, all right? Hey, the lack of cops out here, that's not done by coincidence.
That's right.
All right? These things were all designed, man. All right? And it's ultimately to do what? To get that implantable device into the people. Because what Esau wants to do is create so much chaos that they're going to have the solution to everything, man. Which is the little thing, man. That's going to go into this is the solution. If you know who you are, we know where you're at, okay? And you're able to, we're able to see if you're, healthy or not, okay? We're able to see how much, food, you bought or we gave you. No one's gonna be scamming.
We're gonna make sure that you're running the current software.
See, man, when it's not gonna take long in the kingdom for the heathens to understand how great we are and how happy we are that we are the rulers. The Proverbs is not a joke, it's not a lie. It's a proverb. The righteous are in rulership. When the Proverbs, when the righteous are in rulership, the people rejoice. But when the wicked are in rulership, the people mourn. It don't take, all you gotta do is ever had a teacher, a really good teacher, that made you actually enjoy coming to the fucking class. Let the fucking substitute come in and be out for a week or two. By the time, 2 or 3 days, he's like, man, look at this motherfucking bitch. Get the fuck out of here. Oh, they'll run them right.
I had something
Out of there because he's like, man, I can't wait till the Shabbat come back, the salad come back. And matter of fact, I remember 2 of my favorite teachers growing up. I remember my first grade teacher was Shabbat, and I remember Miss Allen, and they were cool motherfucking teachers, bro. Fuck Miss Brock, right? Fuck Mr. Kepke, Miss Kepke, or what the fuck her name was. Hey, we waiting on our That's right. He's the best teacher, man. And he'll give you that tough love, but you know what the tough love he'll give you is? That corrective tough love.
That's right.
It's that tough love that builds you up. Right? It's that tough love that builds you back up and corrects you and actually puts you. See, what makes a good coach, what makes a good teacher is someone who labors to you through your shit. And you're fucking up, and bumbling and fucking up and shit, and teaching you how to navigate even better and better and better. That's that one jiu-jitsu trainee who turns out to end up being a black belt. All right, that's that one who seemed like he was going to be a bum on the basketball court, but end up being an all-star in the league. All right, when you have a good teacher that labors and matter of fact, it was in St. Maccabees. What the mother said to the children about the troublings of education or something. Somebody get there real quick. 2 Maccabees 7. But about education, it's a trial on both parts, on the student and on the teacher. You gotta have a great patience to teach. That's why Yahweh Bashim is long suffering. All right, because half the time you're like, man, fuck this motherfucker. All right, fuck this motherfucker run. 10 steps up, make a slant to the right. That's to play whiskey 109. And I keep on telling you this motherfucker every time he runs 5 steps, he must left. Are you stupid? To the point you said, man, I'm gonna get rid of this nigga. But then the other coach
Motherfucker Johnny had 5 apples. I gave him 3 apples.
Stop saying it again. How many apples you have? 2. God damn. But that, go ahead, we're good. 2 Maccabees 7. It's where the mom. He got it right here.
There's 2 Maccabees 7 and verse 26. It says, when he had exhorted her with many words, she promised him that she would counsel her son. But she, bowing herself toward him, laughing, the poor tyrant to scorn, spake in her country language.
Which is why we gotta always go into the Hebrew.
O my son, have pity upon me that bare thee. It's like you have pity upon me that bare thee 9 months in my womb, and gave thee such 3 years, and nourished thee, and brought thee up unto this age, and endured the troubles of education.
Endure what?
The troubles of education.
The Yahweh Bashim Shai is enduring the troubles of our education. All right. Look to see if the car was coming back. To walk back right into it.
That nigga got
And almost bit it right there.
That nigga got gout, man. Hey, that's the result of some pork chop.
Yeah. Whole sandwich. But I like that scripture because it tells you the troubles of education. If you ever like I have my own softball team. I'm the owner, I'm the coach, I'm the manager. Man, do you know how hard it is to get 15 guys to come week in and week out and pay their dues, be on time and buy into the program? I got 15, 20 extra gray hair just because of them. All right? I'm just being honest with you.
You've been open five every day for the last months, man.
You know what I'm saying? All right, see if you get an invite next camp.
We're gonna try you out on the bench this week.
You know what I'm saying? But that's the same thing though. With the Lord dealing with us. The Lord has been greatly patient with us. That's why we are greatly patient with the men of the Lord. Because this is rough, man. The Lord said this is not grievous, but this is a battle. That's why the Lord calls it a battle. He said this is a battle.
Well, go back almost 2 hours ago, Elder. We were talking about the irrational behavior of laying on your horn. You laying on your horn and don't even know what you're doing anymore because the juicy juice is in you. You're turning the amps up. You know, you're going from 5G to 6G, and you gonna tell anybody? No, but trust me, I feel it.
Hey,
You get microwave and don't know.
Why can't I call brothers, and I hear really multiple brothers, even apostles, Apostle Tabar, one time I was up, because I'll be up 4, 5, 6 in the morning, block easy. After going to bed at night, like 10 o'clock, like 2 o'clock in the morning, and I just can't sleep some nights. And I'm up, and I see him, bing, I said, oh, Apostle, you know, this here? And I pop in, and he said, yeah, Shalom, Maki. We're doing a lesson, you just mentioned in passing. So yeah, I couldn't sleep, so, but Spirit jumped on me to do a lesson. I'm like, man, he can't sleep either. All right, but I hear other brothers, and they're even the same thing. Ask a lot. The brother be like, he'll call me, butt cracking my neck, and then I'll be mad because I finally got to sleep. And he saw that, and I don't even get mad. I was like, okay, it's cool. But a lot of brothers can't sleep. But then I hear the women in the world, you know what I'm saying they can't sleep. That's this 5G, and that's the fucking food.
Like, right? The birds, I'm sleeping a lot better. Just to make sure, there's not many of the 5G towers out there. The other thing, too, is even with the lighting. Because out here in Chicago, of course, in the city, you got a lot of lights in general, right? The other thing, too, is out here in Chicago, they switched up the lighting system from the fluorescent to LED. And that shit be really fucking with you because at my old spot, they had a light literally right by my in front of my complex, man. And that shit, even though I had the blinds, blocks and everything, it was so powerful, it was fucking with me, man. And now that I'm in the burbs, it's blind. I can sleep well, man. And yeah, a lot of people who are in these big cities, man, they're getting fucked up from all this shit, man. And these all knows this, man.
That's why they want to give you that C here. That C here emits radiation. So you think you can't get rest now. Think about this little constant buzz that's in your now you might not hear it. Oh, guess what? You don't feel it. Your body feels it. You don't feel it. All right, you know what I'm saying? And just to show you how dynamic the body is, there's been situations where someone gets shot, and for a period of time, not even know they got shot. Sometimes you can see it, boom, and see it. And then sometimes those fuckers hit, and they will keep on I see it, and they and they're like, yeah, just like
That Forrest Gump.
you know what I'm saying? They're like, oh shit,
Something
yeah, shit. You know what I'm saying? They're like, God damn it, I got shot. Because sometimes, especially depending on the situation, adrenaline's up. All right, it might be a lot of commotion where your attention is scattered, and where you're not even really paying attention to your own shit. And where you're like, oh shit, where's this? Holy shit! I got cut.
Then you look at it and that's just start hurting.
Oh, because when you see it, that's it. When you see it, that's it. All right? All right? Yeah, but was this more than who was reading? No,
Okay. This is my daughter, family.
Oh, my. But anyway,
16 and 2. I'll start at 1. And I heard a great voice out of the temple saying to the 7 angels, "Go your ways and pour out the vials of the wrath." Verse 2. And the first went and poured out his vial upon the earth, and there fell a noisome and grievous sore upon the men which had the mark of the beast, and upon them which worshipped his image. All right, and the elder, he mentioned about how a lot of people want to get their, the implantable device. All right, and they're going to basically start getting fried, man. All right, a lot of you people, you're going to have a lot of bruises, a lot of blisters, because your body's going to try to, your body's going to reject it. All right, your body's going to try to get it out of, out of the system, because it's a foreign object. It's something that's deadly, man.
And it's radiation, bro. It draws off energy and emits energy and that's not supposed to be in the body. Now I got 2 cats that I bought from PetSmart, and I wanted to get just a regular cat so they could be natural and shit. But I was in the middle. I needed a winter, and if you know, in the winter, a couple years ago, I don't know about Chicago and them rats, bro. Once that temperature dips, they coming inside, and I've seen it to one girl project back in the day, man, where they had like 1 to 4 boards listed in the floor, and I would see a dozen, like it was a company. It was a fucking
I got plagued with literally, I felt like this shit was a plague, man. This shit was wild, man. I live by the train tracks over there by 35th and Westgate, basically. Alright? And one winter, somehow they got into the building, and they just started fucking, having sex and multiplying. Man, these motherfuckers were like everywhere, bro. They were literally, it would be in the middle of the fucking daytime, bro, and I would just look, I'd be reading, I'd look up, in my bed, I'd look up, and it's on my fucking dresser staring at me, bro. They were getting bold, man. I'm like, this is wild, bro.
Read that again, what you say?
What you doing in my house? What you doing in my house, nigga?
That shit was wild,
Yeah,
man.
but I see that shit. And so I went to go get the cats, right? And so I bought 2 cats, and they were already microchipped. And they were kittens, right? Over the years, they got, I feel their back, and I rub on them, they got sores in their body. And they constantly, pick at it, scratch, do the whole back thing, you know what I'm saying? And no at it, and pluck at the shit. When I rub her back, and my boy, the girl got it worse than the boy too. The boy's a little bit bigger, maybe that's, I don't know if that plays into it, or maybe it's just a man, you know what I'm saying? But he got him too, though. I feel him on his body. As a matter of fact, I might touch one where she just dipped on or whatever, and she's like, hey, wife, be careful. You know what I'm saying? And that let me know that when the Lord says they're going to develop, you read it, right?
Yeah.
That they're going to get sores.
Yeah.
That's no joke.
Grievous.
And it's not going to take no long time, bro.
Say grievous.
The grievous sores. That you want to scratch, and then the scratch can come over, just like Joe. He got them boils where he had to scrape them, and then you don't want no condition like that.
They showed you that in that movie Implant. I don't know if you saw it. Said it was
Implant.
Thought it was implants.
Implant.
I watched Implants.
I watched Imprint, and I'm like, I don't know why. I think I watched the wrong one. I was like, double check. Because I'm serious, I watched Imprint, I'm like, I'm getting bored.
So when they go put the chips in these,
So far, I'm mad now. I'm mad now because take the water, because I've been laboring trying to finish that video, and I keep falling asleep on it, motherfucker. I know.
I go say that because it was in order.
Right. And I tried to watch it with one of my little lady friends and shit, and she was like, I don't know how much I can do. I don't know how much I can do. I'm like, no, it's about to get good. It's about to get good. And then motherfucker never got good. You know what I'm saying?
They showed you that in the movie Implant, man. Like, it's in the back though. It's not in the hand or the forehead. But she gets it in the back, and over time throughout the movie, because at first it's like a little bit, she's like, it's bothering me, it's irritating me. And then over time, towards the end of the movie, that shit's like all up and down the back.
Y'all telling too much now.
Lock it.
That's definitely not the movie I was
But the point being though, they show you that in the movie, like how it literally damages the body, man.
It's funny. I had 2 pet dogs, pit bulls, They got in trouble with the city. So the pound came and took them and all this shit, right? And they wanted to trip them. The spirit was on me. I said, no, that's all right, go ahead. I had a whole courtroom of people. I said, oh, there's other people in here. When I walked in the courtroom, I said, oh, there's other people in here for, same dog shit. All of them went there for my case. Then I went into the sidebar room where nothing but fucking lawyers were all around the room. But I don't know if you guys remember, but the 87th in the Western, a pit bull had mauled a jogger, got one of them. And I think it was two of them, something like that. But anyway, my incident was right after that. And that's why they were really, stringent on that, right? But, like I said, the spirit was on me. Because the judge wanted to chip him. The whole city wanted to chip him. The only way I can get him back. I said, no.
See now, when they did that with my dog, it was like, okay, you can chip him but not clip his balls. You can chip him but not clip him. And that's how I got him back first. When he got out of here, and then I was like, okay, well, we clipping him now. He already chipped, now he got to clip. And I was like, well, that's your dog. That's not my dog. I don't got no handle. Because I mock those motherfucking Edomite fucking dogs, man. The Edomite dogs go downtown, man. Weird. Go around and think these motherfuckers got a motherfucking pinky weenie. All right? And you know what I'm saying? Like, you look at a regular ass dog that's got his power. He's got a regular dog penis, man. And you know when they get hot, they come out there and the whole nine be sometimes just be hanging. You know what I'm saying? And these little fucking, they do make them effeminate. They make them soft, they make them down soft, and then they get fat. Right? And they get fat and they get all these other fucking no drive, and then they start getting sick. Right?
You see, and a lot of times you just won't notice that because all the dogs in the vicinity where he's supposed to be clipped. But like my father got a Rottweiler that's not clipped, and you can't take that nigga around dog that's clipped at the dog park. You can try to kill them.
It's a different spirit, brother.
Yeah, it's a spirit,
My dog, when I would take it to visit my mom before she passed, my sister got two dogs, Penny and Zeke. Both of them, they wouldn't even give my sister the dog unless they sniffed them. And I told my sister, don't let them, we gotta go fight them. And she didn't fight them. And so they snipped and flipped them. All right, now you can try to fight them in the city, you're not gonna win. They said the judge ain't going unless you find you a doctor who's gonna say they got a medical case. In order to do that, you gotta pay the doctor off. I ain't got that to do that, so I didn't do that. And she did. So I would take my dog sometimes on a trip. And so now ask me how Penny reacted to him and how Zeke reacted to my dog. You know what I'm saying? She knew that my dog had an active penis, even though she was a listener. Right? But she fucked with him, and Zeke was automatically emasculated, and automatically was like, damn, like goddamn. And he would want to fight my dog. But then at the same time, my dog was like, well, I got my balls, let's go. And so he was like, he felt like punk. He literally was punk to the point my sister was like, man, he don't ever act like this. I'm like, because he knows he ain't got something he got. You know what I'm saying? He want what he got. And she want what he got. And that was his, and she can't have it. And he like, that's mine. And now it's the whole dog world fucked up. How you fuck up the whole dog world?
They really looking at him like how, if I see a bull walk in, I want to put that nigga to death, man. That's how them dogs reacted, man, when one of these dogs that got his nuts cut off on fire, man. They ready to Mike get that Michael Vick spirit.
I got a quick one. This is Psalms 82:5. They know not, neither will they understand. They walk on in darkness. All the foundations of the earth are out of course. That's right. Because the earth is given into the hands of the wicked. All right. With that being said, everything's all messed up, in this society. Good is called evil, evil is called good.
That's right.
Okay. And they'll tell. What do they say? I'll just fix the dog. How is that fixing the animal? Right.
See, that's the mentality of Esau, man. The Lord made everything perfect, but I'm gonna fix it.
And the reason why Esau does this, right? It's not to control population, right? It's really like this. It's going back to what you said about your dad, Rottweiler. They don't want we're just using dogs, right? They're there for protection, man. Okay. Now a male. Let's say a Rottweiler, a Mastiff, whatever, pit bull. That dog is, strong, okay, got energy, and if an intruder comes, all right, into your house, that dog will kill that intruder, man. And see, Esau knows he's gonna intrude you very soon, man. Okay, but he wants everything to be bitch made. That's his. Yep. He wants everything to be bitch made so he can, basically walk all over you. You know?
That's right.
That's it. That's why he does this shit.
And it's also money too. Don't forget about the money part.
Oh yeah, because now we're all agreed.
If we got 200,000 people in the city, and 100,000 of them got dogs, and I tell you, you gotta go chip all your shit. I just made $40 per dog being chipped. If I got a sniff, I just made another. I could just make me a nice cool several $100,000 on making sure you clip and snip your shit. He's so goddamn devil, man.
You gotta shoot them up with all type of
vaccines,
and shots and all this other shit.
The medical procedures ain't cheap, man. Those are, you try to stay out of pocket from your dog to get fixed like a lot of these Edomites and a lot of these women do, man. And that's another thing. Women do it because they can't. It's unnatural for a woman to be handling giant German shepherds, mastiffs, Rottweilers and shit. So these bitches cut the dog's nuts off so that they can easily be handled.
Yeah, exactly.
When you see a bitch walking around with a big ass war dog, 9 times out of 10 that dog's nuts are flipping off so that the woman can actually regulate the dog. Because that's like a woman having a big dog like that is like trying to own a lion. This fucking lion will kill you. It don't matter how much you love this lion, it's a lion. And it's the same thing with the dog. And then dogs, they'll smell the chick on the rag and that shit'll put them in the perfect spirit to kill that bitch.
And the time that we're living in, where we're progressing into, when they shut these food stores down, the seed hip is in full swing, and so forth. A lot of these people, they're gonna not be able to take care of their dogs, or they're gonna get killed because they got motherfucker got ran into. You got these dogs that's in the back, loose as fuck. They gonna get out. They're going to start forming packs, man. That's why Ezekiel, I think, the 14th chapter talks about those 4 sword judgments, and one of them is the beast. Dogs to tear, okay? That, they're going to start, the animal kingdom is way more order than the so-called humans, okay? Once those dogs they're going to see each other, they're going to have a little rah, 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 rah. Okay, that's the man. All right, you the guy. Okay, what we doing about it? And it's not going to take long. A pack of 30 dogs.
Man, imagine walking down the street, seriously, and you see a pack of 30 dogs. You got a Rottweiler here, a Pit Bull here, a man, you know what I'm saying?
I've seen it before. Anybody that's been to like a,
no.
If you've been to like a Mexico, or a Puerto Rico, or Jamaica, places like that, even in Florida, in some parts of the South, you don't see that shit, man. These fucking dogs will be 30 or 40 deep. And motherfuckers are getting mauled by dogs right now, man. That shit happens in a lot of places. It's like in these tropical, where it's hot outside areas, where they don't necessarily give a fuck about rounding up all these dogs because it ain't a big city. You know what I'm saying? Waiting outside, you can take your garbage out, 50 niggas pop up. What's up, bro?
And them dogs, you thought you thought Fido was, hey, man, no, that motherfucker. And I'm telling you, the dog fight is one of the most vicious fights.
Oh yeah,
I know about it. I know about that. I know about that.
Oh yeah.
That was within a second, man. That shit, man. That was my finger was literally making the time, man. Just through. My finger was done, man. I'm looking, man.
Lord show mercy. Shikari got bit by a dog. He'll tell you.
I remember.
I got bit by a dog when I was a young man at church, going into the candy store. They had a candy store at church, and the dog was on the landing, and I didn't see his tail. I was boom, boom, boom. I was like, oh shit! Got me real quick. You know what I'm saying? You don't want to mess with them damn dogs. Them dogs. And for real, you learn to take them down. Puppies, you can choke them out the same way you choke out rabbits.
And when they on the street, they got diseases in their mouth.
Rabies.
Just getting bitten. Like, their fucking limbs will rot off getting bitten by one of these dogs.
And like Batata has said, this chick is walking this big ass dog down the street. You would think to get out the way. This big ass dog got his tail between the legs, looking back and forth. Like, please, you gonna protect me?
Fucking dog, so dirty, man.
See, but even then, what's going to happen is the Lord's going to turn the spirit of the dogs. Okay? Because hunger is a motherfucker.
Yeah, it is.
Hunger is a motherfucker. So when that dog gets hungry, you know what? Have you ever seen a dog hungry? He'll be in alley doing what? His head to the ground like this. Going to whatever. Get a pack of the motherfuckers. Get a pack of them. And they see you. It's going to be like, punch.
And they know when you go to make that move, they like, that's fear.
And it ain't no running anyway.
You can't do that to any animal.
Ain't no house running.
The rule of, I don't care if it's a bear, lion, whatever. If you turn your back and start running, you're afraid you will eat the instinct of the animals to kill you. Right? The best thing you need to do is try to make yourself look tall and be more like I'm gonna hurt you because the animal knows if they get cut, they might die. Because if they don't, especially how deep the cut goes, so where the cut ends, they might die. And animals, they have self-preserving instinct too. But if you don't make yourself present that self too, and you know what you're doing, you're running, it's your ass, Mr. Folks.
Yeah, well, if I may, I want to say, you know how we see a person and you can see the fear on him. You know he's scared, but the animals, they can smell it. They once they look at, they don't see it like we see it, but they smell the fear, brings out a certain sick, and the animals can smell that fear on them.
Niggas stink.
Yeah, right. They say you
Niggas stink out there.
Yeah, right.
And they might just see it and smell it.
Yeah, Mike can see it,
But the
right.
thing is, the dogs and animals, they're more in tune with the spirit than we are.
Right.
So the Most High said, Most High speaks once, gave twice, and man perceived it not. So the Lord been sit up here, hey, yo, don't do this, don't do that. We like, we look at we cool, and the Lord's like, okay, I told you, I warned you.
Right.
All right? Now, you think the Lord got to sit there and tell the Leviathan, come here? And Leviathan, well, hold on, I'll be right back. I'm going to smash this other bitch real quick. Just came in my little pool. I'll be back, Lord. No, the animal's going to obey the Lord right away. All right?
Yeah.
He's a rapper from that center. Come on, man. Get your last.
Proverbs 12 and
We'll end in about 10 minutes.
12:10 and reads, "A righteous man regardeth the light of his beast, but the tender mercies of the wicked are cruel." And this, like the brother's going into, man, is this damn wicked ass ruler of the earth right now, man. He don't care about his damn self, so he damn sure ain't gonna care about an animal. Poor, innocent, a dumb animal, man. He's gonna clip him. He's gonna neuter, have the female animals neutered, man. That's all against the laws, man. You don't do no stuff like that to animals, man. And today we do it to the humans. This stuff is all it's inhumane. Inhumane to humans and to animals, man. The thing is, a man and a woman is supposed to, grow. How can they grow without having children? They can't grow. That's the problem.
Scriptures talk about that be fruitful and multiply, and it wasn't just given unto us, as so-called humans, right? It was actually a commandment to all of the creatures. When you go into that Genesis, man. See, Esau is all about death. He's to take. He said Revelation 6:4. He's to take peace from the earth. See, he was ordained to do these things. He's not supposed to. He wasn't set up to, have peace on this earth. Right? The earth wasn't, supposed to be in tranquility when this guy was ruling. They're supposed to be in what? Chaos, confusion, destruction, man.
Right.
It was possible, actually. Yeah, Maccabees, But Revelation 6:4, and there went out another horse that was red, and power was given to him that sat thereon. And there's that red again. That's Esau representing Esau Edom, right?
Right.
And power was given to him that sat thereon to take peace from the earth, right? And man, mission accomplished, man. This place is not a peaceful place, man. The earth was given to the hands of the wicked, man. So anybody that abides in this place, loves this place, the Lord said, conform not to this world, man. If you conform to this world, you have enmity with the Most High, man.
You're part of the problem.
Yeah.
And you got to be destroyed. Right? If you're down with this, man, you're forward in wickedness.
Shalom. Keep getting these drive-by shalom and these drive-by. This truth is already done. This is why Esau is speeding it up. It's done. It's already, it went through the four corners. It's growing exponentially. If you don't know what exponential growth is, exponential growth, again, this one person, he recruits one person to come into his business. He says, okay, look, you go get another one. He goes get another one. Now it's 2 under your business. Those 2 go out and get another one. Now it's 4 under your business. Those 4 go get another one. Now it's 8 under your business. 4, 8, 16, 32, 64. And don't let them go get another one. Don't let him be, his brother was in there. Oh, then now you get 1. I got 4 on this one trip. Next thing you know, that the Lord, this truth is growing exponentially. Right? And that's the reason why you can stop this. Like Yahweh try to say, man, you try to quench the spirit of the Lord, the rocks will cry. But go ahead. You still reading?
Right here.
Oh, you was reading. Okay,
And power was given to him that sat thereon to take peace from the earth, and that they should kill one another. And there was given to him a great sword.
That's how we know that's Esau, because he was given that blessing of the sword in Genesis, I think the 27th chapter. Yeah, the 27th chapter. Where are you? Kumar, you had there Isaiah?
This is Isaiah 24 and 5. It says the earth also.
Just start up above. Or was it 4 maybe?
It says the earth mourneth and fadeth away. Isaiah 24 and 4. The earth mourneth and fadeth away.
Yeah, look at this earth right now. All right, you go not just from the city of Chicago. Like go to the suburbs. All right, go to the rural areas. You got trees dying left and right. Crops not growing, properly. All right, well, the scripture said it though, man. In Genesis, where talks about the yield. Earth not yielding. Yeah. The earth not yielding its full strength. Okay. Hey, Esau's cursed, man. All right, because why? Hey, the land is defiled by blood. He doesn't respect the land Sabbath. He uses and abuses everything.
That's right.
Okay.
It says the world languisheth and fadeth away.
Yep.
The haughty people of the earth do languish. The earth also is defiled under the inhabitants thereof.
Yes, this place is defiled, man. All right, because Esau Edom's in rulership. Okay, with him being in rulership, he passes his laws, his ways. Okay, all these people practice these particular things, man. All right, it's not beneficial. All right, to the earth.
They close the library at 5 o'clock. Always somebody who comes after the time to try to get in. That's so spiritual. We out here, week in and week out, opening up this door, opening up the doorway, saying, come in, come in, come one, come all. You know what I'm saying? All so-called coming in, all Israelites. So-called Negro, Latino, Native Americans.
See, I knew GMS like the Beatles.
And
Don't let me.
oh man, the light brights, what the fuck? They said he's on it, bro. They made him on side make them pay for that. Right? But it just, I marvel that every week there's somebody who tries to come to the library late. Those who listening on the comment boards, those listening on the YouTubes and so forth. When you hear the men of the Lord and break millstone, I don't care what camp it is, they talk about Yahweh Shai. Right. You come into this understanding and come into the scriptures and get your ass right. Because when I say the door is closing, we are almost out of here, man. The stock market is not about to bounce back. Right? They're not going to say, you know what? It's not really wise to put the seed hit to the chip in somebody's hand. You know what? We're going to scrap that plan. Hey, you know what? We're going to go back to gold and silver. There's not no returning, man. The Lord said they would have healed Babylon, but Babylon is not healed.
That pipeline is not going to patch itself up.
Oh, wait, you ain't going to have no nanobite's going to go down in the ocean and start sealing it shit up.
Pipeline ain't
Little mini welders and shit. And closing that shit up.
You should have heard my man on Fallen Angels. He said, "We're in trouble, folks. America's in trouble, folks.
Hey man,
No fucking shit.
Big, it's all folks. Look at
these
that.
niggas gonna be looking like a motherfucker trying to get Chick-fil-A on Sunday. Motherfuckers be in the car the whole way, fixing their mouth, no homo for some Chick-fil-A. Niggas pull up and the motherfucking lights off, man. Ain't gonna be no Chick-fil-A today, nigga.
They gonna go berserk. Bro, they gonna go drunk. These bitches are going to go crazy. So they're hot country girls, man. But they goddamn fucking now ladies. When you name your, like the scripture says, they shall lament. Someone get that. Lament for the titties.
With that little bun sandwich.
And that's because that's what they fucking eat. They're definitely not gonna be caring about some goddamn Brussels sprouts. Right. I can see a motherfucker like, nah, I don't want the Brussels sprouts.
That's that. We ain't got no food doctrine.
Hey, bro, no. Jake is so wicked. I can perceive this happening. Motherfucker ain't got no food. The motherfucker said, look, all I got is an old can of Brussels sprouts. I don't want that shit.
Why you being so healthy?
Ain't nothing else to eat, bitch. You better eat this motherfucker.
I said that in my lessons before, man. I've said, especially for like brothers, which, the spirit is already on that. But the brothers in the truth, requesting your children to eat raw foods, man. Not no damn raw meat. Eat, grains and food that you're not gonna get in no damn candy store or no restaurant or nothing. Because I've literally seen people's kids not eat a meal because it ain't no damn chicken nugget or some fries or something. And imagine, because I don't know how 100% true it is, but I've heard that you could be dying of hunger, and if the food don't settle right in you, you won't eat it. You'll actually die of hunger because you won't eat that food. So imagine you having something to eat for your child, and your child won't eat it, and your child dies of hunger, man.
That's actually like my brother said, right? He doesn't really eat, man. And he always wants popsicles, cookies, all that shit. They always give it to him.
That shit is a
Yeah, bro. And what's crazy is, right, what I was talking about with my woman and shit, and we're like, man, this kid is so damn skinny and all that. It was kind of cute because he's malnourished. And his teeth ended up he had some crazy, I don't even know what.
Start rotting.
Literally, all his teeth rotted out.
That's what happened
And
to my
he
first wife's son.
he had to get basically veneers, man. And he's fucking four, just turned 4.
That's fucked up. That happened to my first wife's son. She had a son before we got this, 2 years ago. And I was wondering, this motherfucker ain't even breathe. You know what I'm saying? And he had to wait. They didn't get no veneers, and they just waited until his grown woman he had changed his diet to what he had. He had to go twice counseling. What the fuck are you feeding this? And he got these things that what you women gonna get it, man? Right. I didn't want to talk about you women, man, because I don't fuck with you women anymore, man. Women are fucking wicked as fuck. The only man, like Apostle Tara said back in the day, now I really understand he'll jump over and eat a bite, get your wicked ass nigga. Well, I'm jumping over everybody to get your wicked ass bitch.
That's right.
Y'all fucking responsible. Y'all responsible for these little kids being fucking wicked. And your own wickedness with these children is getting them up to the point where they gotta get veneers.
Come on,
They're
man.
fucking 3 years old.
That nigga got veneers and he recognized as a woman. That shit gay, man.
But no, here's the bro. You said all this shit, right? That you just made that statement. My brother, bro. I remember this was years back. 2 years back. We found a lot of them birthday party. We had a big party and shit. My brother was playing with my daughter and stuff, right? And she was like, "No, give me back my toy. That's for girls." And he was like, "No, it's for everybody." Then I told him, I was like, "No, we're teaching them, gender, roles and this is for girls and for boys." And he tells me, "Oh yeah, well we're teaching, about his son, no gender roles and this and that and all that." I'm like, I looked at him like, what the fuck is wrong with you, bro? Even my mole brother, I got a mole brother. He even looked at him like, what the fuck is wrong with you, man? And I'm like,
Bro, that's just fucking deep, bro. You let him drink from brush his teeth with pop too. You stupid motherfucker. These people are crazy, man.
Well, ultimately, it starts off with him because he's got his ball spiritually clipped, man, because he's worried about the woman, man, getting mad at him. That's what it comes down to, man. Instead of him just laying, the foot down and saying, fuck it, man, fuck you, bitch, fuck this, you know what I'm saying? He's bowing down, man. And this is what happens when you fucking follow the woman, man.
That's right.
That's right. You see my man from Milwaukee that he was on this morning. He shot his woman 14 times in front of 3 little children. Shot her 14 times, and within 6 weeks, she's doing an interview.
Lord gonna kill that.
No, fuck him because he's a bad shot.
The Lord preserved that bitch.
Oh man, it's gonna be wicked.
He said, fuck 50 Cent, I took 14, motherfucker.
Hey, look, it was a nigga who was capping yesterday. Man, the nigga came up to the line, bro.
Any last precepts?
Yeah, I got some.
I was going to bring this out because
It's funny that we start off cussing out the bitches, we don't end them cussing out the bitches.
Right!
But I was talking to Elder Malcolm, man, and he was like, man, this bitch has been a problem since the beginning. I said, yeah, with Eve. He's like, yeah. You know what I'm saying? Bro, the nigga woman is our kryptonite. All right?
Bitches ain't gonna escape this one.
But guess what? The Most High got a power greater than kryptonite. It's called
Right.
Right!
All right? That's his word. That's right.
Like the best said, shrimp be delicious, bro. Well, I was gonna set it up.
That shit wicked as hell, bro.
Wicked shit. What the fuck is this, man?
A black bitch came up to that. I know what we should put on the side. Stupid ass bitch, man.
Definitely delicious.
Come on, bro.
I wasn't hungry until I saw that shit.
That bitch said, oh, I want some shrimp. I'm feeling like shrimp now. That bitch wicked as hell, man.
Red lobster like a Mickey fish.
Oh, hey, speaking of Red Lobster, what did the other day? They do 7 and steaks and stuff there. So, while going there, and one Jake man all by himself, big ass plate of shrimp. Look, walk past, look at me. He's at the little guilty face looking on. He don't even know. Go ahead, though.
That nigga's a faggot.
Hey, I almost wanted to say something.
I almost think you a faggot, man.
I almost wanted to say something. But we don't be starting no trouble, so I let it go.
Hey, Salakia, man.
That's right, right. All right, so go ahead on what you got, Jediah. It's Isaiah chapter 32 and verse 9. It says, rise up, women that are at ease, hear my voice, careless daughters. That's all yours. That's all of yours. That's even, hey, I even go to the so-called righteous women, women who don't love the truth. All right, because guess what? They still getting Esau's amenities. If you got a woman who claims to be in the truth or dealing with a man in the truth, she should be the most humble, the most. If your woman ain't doing this, as you walking on, open the door, open the wide. Hi, my lord. And then like, what can I do for you? Would you like your holy penis cleaned?
What was the last bitch she probably know, man?
Would you like your drain, my lord? Would you like
Come on, man.
my lord? Well, what can I do for you, my lord? If your woman ain't doing that, she ain't on the level yet.
She definitely talking about your head wrap ass bitches, man.
You want to know?
All you bitches with these head wraps.
Come on, man. How you want a real man when you fake as fuck?
Make me throw up in my mouth hearing the bitch say shalom, man.
Bro.
The bitch said it downtown a couple weeks ago. I'm at Ariella's camp. And we teaching. And a Jake's woman walks past, tall Jake's woman, little gray, you know what I'm saying? But nice and curvy, like I like it, like on every tree. And I'm like, you invite her no trouble. But she was the curvy, the nice curvy, like hips, the thin waist, like that. And so, and she's like, shalom. I'm like, we in the middle of we all was like,
I don't like
damn.
No. I was like Shalom. I said, now you can walk past brothers in Shalom and don't. I said, are you? I said, you married? He said, no. Oh, the man. You know what I'm saying? So I went over to try to talk to me. He said, how old are you? I said, I'm 40. And she said, you're not 40. You're older than that. I said, well, you got gray in your hair. She said, but yes, that's about it. I didn't even hear because she pissed me off by that time. Because, like, motherfucker, bitch, fuck you. Because if you was going to say shalom to a man of the Lord and you ain't got no covering, yo, you know where she should be? Getting the covering. These bitches, you ain't going to get covered. I lost a woman over this before, too, and I made the Most High destroy her ass. You're not going to get to Yahweh Shai without no men, motherfucker.
That's right.
Because no matter how it's set up, if you ain't around no man, the Lord gonna bring a man to you to save you.
That's right.
You are not coming up on your own fucking volition. You're not some righteous, holy, pious woman doing the will and work of the Lord by your goddamn self.
Right.
That's all it was. Isaiah the 4th chapter will be a lie.
I just don't understand why, like, everything's all about order, man. Like, I don't understand why this is such a big fucking deal to people, man.
Bro,
You know what I'm saying? It's like you got order at your job, you got order, you know,
I told the bitch that the other day.
you know what I'm saying? Why is it such a big fucking deal,
You
man?
bitches do everything that your boss, a motherfucker that don't give a fuck about you and will replace you with another person in a heartbeat without a problem. But when somebody, when you say you think you like him, you think you love him, you want this to be the man in your life, when he tell you to do something, it's a fucking problem. Man, look, a bitch say shalom to me, and my reply is shalak rayam. Get the fuck out of my face.
Spell throat bro, man.
Go ahead.
Oh shit.
Job 39:17. Because the Most High God has deprived her of wisdom, neither has He imparted to her understanding. She doesn't even understand that she knows. That she needs a covering. She needs a man as a hedge of protection for her, man. A man is going to be a cover from the storm, in the storm from her, man.
And so guess what's happening? The storm of Jacob's trouble. All right? And it's going to be a horrible. The Lord said the righteous are going to be taken in our They're spiritually saved. He said we're gonna be moved in our spirits. Right?
That's right.
So we're gonna be moved. Now, see, the thing is that we ain't gonna be moved to the point of falling out or anything like that. But he said the right one. What's the scripture say? Just be quoted. Is righteous or affrighted or something? Did somebody get affrighted? AFFRIGHT. Affrighted. That's gonna pull it up. If this is gonna happen to the men, and these are men of the Lord, all right? Then what's gonna happen to you motherfucking simple women, man? Y'all not on no level with the Heavenly Father.
At all.
Y'all not out here risking your life, freedoms to do so week in and week out. Right?
Revelation 11:13, it says, at the same hour was there a great earthquake, and the 10th part of the city fell, and in the earthquake were slain of men 7,000, and the remnant were affrighted.
The remnant were what?
Affrighted.
The remnant was just the people who gonna be saved. They were what?
Affrighted.
Affrighted. They was like, oh shit. When we start seeing the power of the Lord, tell me right now that during the time of Egypt, when Moses and when all those plagues were going down, when they were killing, the Lord was putting the hail and putting the darkness and putting the frogs and the floods of water, and then cries at night of the Lord slaughtering the firstborn of Esau, Edom. You think Jake was over there in Goshen, up there, you know, chilling and partying and shit? It was the Passover. And what kind of spirit do we have with the Passover to this day? Excuse me? One more time? Solemn. Solemn as hell, man. It's not the time when the Lord, matter of fact, liken it to when your mom and dad, if you had a mom and dad, both of them are not, you got to say that because a lot of us grew up with only our moms or only our dads. Most of us only our moms. What happened when you know your sister, you know, your sister, Roberta, goddamn it, got fucked up in school and she was going to get a whipping. You know what I'm saying? You come on, you might have one time saw everybody get in trouble, like, your mama was busting and said, get your butt, I'm going to get you on that. And mama said, so funny. You didn't, your girl, you get over here too, like, when your mama and your daddy are in a spirit of judgment, pause for a reason. When your mama and daddy in the spirit of judgment, all right, man, When your mom and dad is the spirit of judgment, anytime any other kids come around, what's going to happen? They gonna have to be on there. You better have make sure you empty the garbage. You better make sure you have dotted your I's and crossed your T's. That might mean your ass is on the goddamn
He getting checked. You know what I'm saying? By his mom and dad, man, bro. Mom, snapping on you, man. I don't want you snapping on me.
I don't want no smoke. Man, I'm man. I just remember I might be dead with that shit. She might call my mom cussing about him, and she's like, well, he did the same thing too. And I'm fucked up.
Pulled on the door too.
That was another one. He fucked. Ain't no more smiling. I don't want to see no teeth.
Cool down on my cup.
All right, did you finish this?
Nah, I have some more now, Isaiah.
Go ahead, and then we're going to wrap it up.
This Isaiah chapter 32 and verse 10. It says, many days and years shall you be troubled.
See, that's a perfect example. Many days and years you're going to be troubled. Not just one little chocolate drop just walk back. You know what I'm saying? And I'm telling you right now, who was she bigger in out here?
Nobody.
What chance is she going to have with the little mace pocket in her pocket? You know what I'm saying? Nigga, we'll eat that mace shit. It's gonna clear up in a few. All I do is hold you down and subdue you until that shit clear up.
Especially a man that's his rage, man.
Yes.
Driven by his
By his passion. You know? No matter what the passion, his passion may be to fuck her. His passion may be to kill her. His passion may be to eat her. You know what I'm saying? It don't matter because in that day, he might do all the above.
She got 6 children and 10 niggas outside.
Exactly. Hey, guess what? Y'all, I was talking to one girl, and she was like, yeah, I gotta go to the range and go ahead and shit. In my mind, I ain't say shit else. In my mind, I was like, that range is gonna help you, bitch. Because, bro, in the heat of the moment, some of your best sharpshooters is when on moving targets and moving and doing all kind of shit in all kind of situations, you're not gonna be able to make sure that you're gonna be able to hit your target. They trusted guns, they trusted knives, they trusted mace, they trusted 911, right? All that gonna be done. Go ahead, brother.
Isaiah chapter 32. It says, many days and years shall you be troubled, you careless women, for the vengeance shall fail, the gathering shall not come. It says, verse 11, tremble ye women that are at ease, be troubled, ye careless ones, strip you and make you bare, gird sackcloth upon your loins. They shall lament for the teeth, for the pleasant field, for the fruitful vine.
So they gonna lament for what? The piece of pups. Just open up the joist back. Now the joist over here was before only had chicken and like maybe some sandwiches here and there. Mostly chicken. Now he's gonna look at lobster. Shrimp, catfish, the whole line over there. It's like halfway on it. About what about lamb chops? Somebody had to go get that lamb chop. Outside, I'm like, what the fuck is this shit? This is what the bitches eat. That's why they can put a crab shack in the motherfucking hood. Because these bitches, they don't eat that abominable shit. It's a delicacy. And the prices on there, 20, 30 bucks for a little piece of fucking roach, sea roach.
You go on social media and look at what some of our people are doing. They have the farm. Somehow they're in these downtown, displaying themselves out. All types of ways. They're on boats doing all this. But the scriptures say that she that liveth in pleasure is dead while she liveth, man. So the Lord is going to come back and hold everyone accountable for the works that they have done in their bodies.
And for the record, brother, they all miserable. And that's Revelation. Someone can get it. Revelation 3. It's don't you know that you're born? Yeah, someone get that. We'll need on that one. Because, see, you could, unless you still want to go back to the careless notes. Okay. Because what they don't understand is the Lord set up order from men to women on down. All right? And if you try to be a woman and go over a man, like you just walk past them, what chance in hell they're going to have against most of you?
I said, move, shut up. All right? And he's gonna wrap shop on you. That's it. Because it's a spirit in man. We have a spirit of the Lord. We're different creatures. Men and women are not the same creature. Okay? We're the same creature. Both have tits and okay. All right? We don't. We have pets and that. You know what I'm saying?
So my son is only like a year and a half apart from my daughters, and he's already bigger, faster, stronger. He eat more. You know what I'm saying?
And they're already rough. We're tough. We're built that way. We're made up that way.
Except man, eat like more bananas, man.
All right, was that was the revelation? You have to go get revelation? Yeah, you got it. I know that's
Revelation 3:17 reads, because thou said, I am rich and increasing with goods and have need of nothing, and knoweth not that thou art wretched and miserable and poor and blind and naked.
a man. The scripture says a man at his best state altogether what? That. So, and that's because we talk about men being able to dominate a woman. Trust me, the Lord said these big mighty men are going to be doing what in these streets? Crying and sitting on the ground and perplexed. Hands on us like a travailing woman. When you see a woman like, I see my sister right now when she was it's going, no, that's the time we're living in, man.
So fuck you wicked ass niggas, fuck you wicked ass bitches, fuck you heathen.
This is a call to the hope and righteous elect. If you're a hope and righteous elect, you will not be offended with these words. See the reason why? All right, you will not mock with these words. Right? You will sit there and do. You'll be listening and following and getting yourself in order. Right? What the scripture say? The wise, the righteous, they perceive the evil and hide it themselves. That's it. That's the third one. That's the key. That's wisdom right there. The third one was to try to. The other door didn't open. Why do you think that door opened? See, but no, that's spiritual. Matter of fact, don't make it personal. Don't make it personal. She's trying to go. It's a little bit too late. It's spirit. He's going to get turn around. His reaction was like, you didn't see that one other car that day in the parking lot. Come on. But that's the spirit. Fourth one. That's the fourth person. Try to come on there. I don't get it. And they come. That's indicative of what's happening right now with the spirit. That's why the Lord's making decisions. That's why we watch how the spirit moves. Right? And ran too late. But that's what they're going to have. They wait. When Noah's scoffers run up to the ark, that's why the Lord had to seal it. All right? The Lord had to seal that ark because Noah might have had that tender, tender loving care and mercy and be like, oh, is that Roro? I mean, okay, Lord, forgive me for all that Roro. That's Roro. He did. He was the only one who wasn't scoffing me. He was scoffing me. Hey, Roro, come on.
Proverbs 1:29, it says, "For that they hated knowledge and did not choose the fear of the Lord, they would none of my reproofs, like they would none of my counsel."
He didn't listen. He didn't believe that they were going to save the clothes. He still walked over with the boys, and all four of them made 8 of them. He just made it 8. That's Noah. 8 got a heart. You know what I'm saying? 8 did.
8 stands for, I believe it stands for the right thing, but
That's something that I pass by you first.
Yeah.
I know I saw.
This Proverbs 1:29, "For that they hated knowledge and did not choose the fear of the Lord, they would none of my counsel, they despised all my reproofs. Therefore shall they eat of the fruit of their own ways and be filled with their own devices." See, the Lord is calling out to our people. He says, work out your own salvation with fear and trembling. Hey, we, the Israelite men as well as our women, got to come to repentance, right? But hey, the Lord's hand is stretched out now, but hey, don't respond.
Don't think it. Don't get that stretched out twisted. There's 2 sides of being with your hand stretched out. I can help your ass out with a stretched out hand. I can smack you down with a stretched out hand. Lord's been rejected. He said, why would Jake be stricken anymore? You revolt more and more. The more that Mosai been whipping our ass, the more we revolt. But guess what? He's still whipping your ass. I was thinking about a particular female in my life and how wicked she's been.
and ask the Lord to put judgments, you know. And since she's been acting wicked, the Lord's been putting judgments. But see, she ain't changed, and he hasn't changed the whole situation. So sometimes he's like, man, Lord, get her. And then you really look, Lord's like, this is happening. I fucked up here, I fucked up there, I fucked up there. She wants right? The Lord is jacking up Jason. You have a hard time sleeping at night, you get afflictions in your body. You tell me about that. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, join the club. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? My back. All right. You know what I'm saying? We go through these afflictions. You think the Lord's afflicting us and not afflicting them? That's the reason why they going out there to go into the hot girl front. What do you call it? Hot girl summer. You know why they doing that? Because they're empty inside.
Yes, sir.
They want something. They want that Esau dream. They want that perfect man. They want that 6 figures, 6+.
They want to be with the white man.
That's right.
That's why they got their hair blonde and shit.
That's it.
That's right.
They want 6 figures. They want the 6+ inch dick, and they want the 6 taller than 6 foot man. I saw a little girl say like, I want a tall man with hair like this. That's about the man. These bitches got their fantasies. They looking for their fucking fantasies, man. That's not reality, man. And so that's why they're fucking miserable. And that's why they jump from man to man to man. Hoping is it him? No. Is it in him? No. Is it in him? No. That's by the time we went to 1 or 2 men, they already got their mind fucked. That's why you have to follow the scriptures. You got to follow the laws, statutes, commandments of the Bible. You got to come back to your heritage, to your culture. We are the biblical Israelites by blood. We are the descendants of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. And the Most High is about to come get us real soon. If you're so-called Negro, so-called Latino, so-called Native American, we are God's children. Not these other goddamn heathens. And the Most High is going to destroy all of them for what he's done to us. And those who don't believe it, the Most High going to get your ass. So with that, we're going to say all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh. Double honors to the apostles out in New York, a great millstone, and GMS. All right? Been teaching and preaching and busting and cussing for 20, 30, 40 plus years.
That's right.
All right? And honor to all the Akim going around, lifting up the name of Yahweh, Yahweh, putting their lives on the line, and week in, week out to do so, man. All right? And hey, shalom to the righteous women. A very, very minute few. All 3.
Very few.
Yeah, all 3 of you.
And just don't say shalom back. Just be quiet.
That's right. Now shut the fuck up and leave us alone. Goddammit, let's gotta be humble. Goddammit. And shalom to the children, man, of the hopeful righteous elect. Right. The Lord's gonna save you all too. That's right. We're gonna say shalom and abad b'all.
Well, the library's closed, but make that the wow.
Hey, the library was closed, but the truth was open.
There you go.
And guess what? Even though we shut this down, the truth is still open.
There
You
you
gotta
go.
come and get it.
Yes, sir.
Hey, the scripture says in the book of Jeremiah that they shall not prevail against us. You know what I'm saying? Which means that we are going to be, the Lord willing, which, we going to be the